All right, we are live for Monday. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Monday daytime stream, or maybe the evening stream. It's 5:17. We're starting about 30 minutes late. Let's get the price up here on this Ascended Heroes. Is moving from $19 to $20 because we're basically down to 30 packs. That's all we have left is 30 packs, and then we're sold out. So that's all we got. It's still cool to open them up. I have a strong feeling they'll probably be opened. Let's see. These are my last packs. We already sold like half of them in the daytime stream. They were selling quite quickly. They were not hindered by the $19 price tag, so they moved to $20 today. I know it's very terrible pricing. If you wish, you can just wait till more shows up. We'll probably lower the price if you wait, okay? Now, let's go ahead and start cleaning this up. Let's see. We need a title for tonight. Tonight's title, let's see. What should tonight's title be? Buying as many Pokemon cards as possible before the dollar collapse. All right. Just to sound a little crazy like one of the gold guys today. Why not? The gold guys say that kind of stuff all the time. All right, we'll jump up here. Let's see. At here, we're going live for Monday evening. It's the evening stream. Hey, how's it going, everybody? I hope you're having a great Monday. Who's got the Monday blues? Anybody? You don't have to have the Monday blues now. We're live, and we can just hang out and have fun now. Let's see. All right. The morning stream was not inconsequential. We had a big break finish, and that would have been the EB1 box break, One Piece EB1. Okay. The trade slab went off as well. So 2 breaks went off in the daytime stream, and we sold off already most of these Ascended Heroes in that stream. Even with it not being in the title, they sold through. And let's see, what else was going on in the daytime stream that seemed really special? Well, I know one thing we were doing. We're working on that binder break. All right, let's see. Let's get the iPad up. No Monday blues here. Recovering from ACL. Oh, my, what a sneeze. Oh, dear. Why is it called a text sticker? Because that's the only thing they were selling at the launch of the product. So one thing you have to know about this product, Pokemon didn't launch ETBs at the release of Ascended Heroes. They're holding them back. And the only thing they launched was a couple like collector items like these goofy ass text stickers, as well as like there was another product. I didn't like it as much. And then later we will get ETBs. I was told in February 20th we would get ETBs. That's a whole month from now. Well, not a whole month, but like 3 weeks. So it's a long wait. Okay, so we're waiting on the launch of new products for Ascended Heroes. It's really terrible. All right, so let's get the link to the website in here. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I feel like I was here just a second ago because I was here just a second ago. We finished the morning time stream at 2:30. That was not that long ago. There you go. That's pinned. You know, I notice when the morning time stream runs long, I usually start the evening stream a little bit late. So there's kind of a pattern where my body likes to take a longer break. I'll set these here. Excuse me. Free packs. Me. Hey, what's up, Mr. Team Rocket Grunt? How are you today? Yes, free packs, huh? All right, we do have a little bit of free ones. I think we have a giveaway set up. We just got to type in the right keyword. Hold on. Look at these. Some hollows, Fluttermane, Habanberry. All right. This snail. Here's a holographic Gardevoir. Here's a holographic Gengar. Now, he's not valueless. He's got a little bit of value. He might be worth $1. Here's a Master Ball Shuppet. What's going on here? I'm just sleeving these up real fast. Beat the Badniks. Okay, here's some Beat the Badniks. Here's a Sonic the Hedgehog. Wow, that looks really good. Here's a couple Sonic cards for you guys. This is all being moved into the binder break. The binder break always needs a nice little truckload of cards. Yo, how you been, mister? Hello, Goku Man. I like Ascended Heroes. Hello, Emilio. The Ascended Heroes are super limited. I just got like 30 of them, basically, and then I'm out again. We have about 30 left, and we're sold out. And then hopefully more restocks come in. You guys are probably going to buy them faster than I can restock them. That's probably what's going to happen. Yep, it's a hot, hot, hot product. Now, if you just want to enjoy Ascended Heroes at a better price, go try out the Japanese version. Go try out the Korean version called Mega Dream, right? Here we are. We're also waiting on OP14 to arrive. It's taking forever. Oh, man. Only 30. Wow, that's all that's left because we opened some of the daytime stream and we just didn't receive a lot. It's so far that's all we've gotten. We're waiting for more to arrive. Mega Dream is awesome. Here's chicken. That's a panini chicken. Here's the furnace. So these are all going into the binder break. The Nether Star. Ooh. I like a couple of the expensive slabs in Discord, but tag makes me nervous. I feel you, man. You know, it took a while for people to accept some of the other companies too. But consider this. If you're worried about a non-PSA brand, take a look at how much Black Label BGS goes for. Look at how successful Pristine CGC is. Even as some Pokemon SGC graded do well. And so I feel like it's very easy to fall into the trap of strictly buying PSA cards. That doesn't work on me because I'm a very, I guess you could say, open-minded, sort of like experimenter. So I experiment. So falling into the trap of only buying one brand doesn't work on me. I buy all the brands. I just look for what I think is good. That's it. You are. If you're not making like a multi-$1,000 purchase, it's not that complicated, to be honest. This guy needs to come down. I don't even think he's correctly priced. All right, binder break, Charmander. Here's what we have so far on the binder break. So there's a promo Charmander, Zubat, Mankey, Palkia, Golden Giratina, Hisuian Arcanine, Lucario, Poker, Ogerpon, Dragapult. Some of these cheap ones, some of these cheap ones. These cool energy cards, they're very pretty. And now this is Leaf Green, Venonat, and Venomoth. Here's Hydreigon. Here's Kirby, some Kirby cards. And now we're dropping these in. These are nice. We're dropping these in. So here we go. Binder break's already taken on some volume now. Want some volume on that. You know what I'm saying? We want it to be thick, dummy thick. Let's see if I move these around. Put these with the other poker cards as well. Okay. Thank goodness you're back, baby. Daddy was getting lonely. Daddy? I don't know about that. Let me go ahead and put these over here. I like this Gengar being in the front. He's cool. Let's put this with the others. There it goes. All right, there we go. So that's how we've started so far for the binder break. The point about the binder break is when you think there's enough value in there, you might be tempted to take a spot for 1 in 4 odds to take all these cards for 40 bucks. Okay, so you can just keep waiting and waiting until you see that value. Sarah won the EB1 break. That's right. Oh, Sarah. She's been so good to us. She's a big buyer. We have a new trade slab, the Bulbasaur trade slab. Beautiful. All right, Bulbasaur trade slab. All right, lift that up a little bit. Congratulations, Sarah. Not a bad way to think about it. What a weird way for Pokemon to release a hot product. Yep, it sucks. Here's our Squirtle stuck at 5 out of 9. He's going to finish. A big deal. The Ancient Origins is ready to go. Ancient Origins. 1 spot left. It's a sublist. You can jump into that sublist. If you want to buy a whole pack outright, any of my packs are for sale. So I got 3 packs in the break. You can buy one of them if you would like. That's an option. My pockets hurt, but I'm glad Sarah got it. Sarah's been very good to this group. And so, yeah. You know what would have hurt worse, Mr. Edward, is if it was a guy with the single spot. You see that now and then. But, you know, she's like anyone else who jumps in the breaks. She has a lot of losses, and then occasionally she hits one, you know. Take some of my cards for the break card. I can do that if you want to. You can also, remember, you can also trade those cards in toward the trade slab. Here we are. Think about it. If these are cards you would give away anyways. So what do you got? You got a little Senna Scorch. Maybe you don't want Frillish. Maybe you don't want some of these guys. I don't know what you don't want, actually. Maybe you don't want a Cosmoem. Is there another Celebrations box break? Yes, there's another one running right now. All right, there you go. How's that look? Cosmoem, Frillish, Senna Scorch. Okay, you guys, you can of course donate to the binder break. It's kind of funny you guys would do that, because the binder break's not a giveaway. It's actually a for-profit product, if it makes profit. Hey, what's up, Tony Silva? How's it going, Tony? This all right with you, Team Rocket Grunt? I don't want to overstep. Yeah, take all that. All right, look at that. You made the binder break fatter. You're funny, dude. All right, if you ever want spots in that trade break, let me know, okay? I'll get you spots in there. So, is the website pinned? Yes, the website is pinned. We have the new Ascended Heroes. Let me go ahead and open one of these boxes, pull some more fresh packs out. We're down to like 30 packs left. It's pretty bad. We're waiting for more supply. Ow. Why is opening these containers the worst? I hate opening these containers, bro. I don't understand why they make us buy these. Pokemon just likes to make us suffer or something. You giving away them stickers? I suppose. They don't have any value, do they? The tech stickers? Tell me about the tech stickers. I've been throwing them in the trash. Huh? Let's see. Did we figure out NHCC store credit? I just gave it to them. This right here. Yeah, I don't know about that, man. The stickers have some value. Not to me. They're like in the way. They might have a value of like $1 or something. It's just not worth it. Trash bound, if you ask me. Top value, filling up the trash can. For a $20 pack, you better get something. I know, it's pretty bad. How much? Well, you know, the problem is this would not even properly fit into your bag. I don't think it would. Maybe it would if I cut it. The Charizard's pretty wide. So this would not even properly fit into your bag. I'll take the Zard one. There it goes. Little Charmander. Okay. And let's see about this. I don't think it fits. Nah, it definitely doesn't. Will it fit in here, maybe? Sort of. I mean, it sticks out. All right. Yeah, that's a cool Charmander sticker. Definitely shouldn't trash them. I mostly just want to trash them. Can we take some cards for the Bulba break? Will 2 Pikachus do? Yeah. So you'd like to trade in 2 Pikachus toward the trade break here. Absolutely. That's a Bulbasaur 8.5 graded by tag. I don't want to take your best ones, I guess. Did we grade some of these? We didn't grade any of them. What kind of Pikachus you talking about? You're talking about these flying Pikachus, right? You don't want to give up. You don't want to give up these flying Pikachus if they got a shot at a 10. That's not a good trade. I like them at least one set. I want a cop trimmed cards. You can't grade. Yeah, I know. Mr. Cutting those stickers like Tora Karuta cards. I know. Let's see. You got some of these. is. Let me know. The Pikachus are in pretty decent condition. I love this music. It's so familiar. There we go. Yeah, 2 of those are 1 and some hollows. Okay. I'll just take the first one, I guess, right here. Oh, I hear those birds chirping. And you said some hollows, huh? Okay, 1 Pikachu and some hollows. Why don't you keep the Lugia? All right, we're making a trade between us. These guys right here. Going into the trade break. Lugia's nice. Set that in there. Do 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 do. Meow 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 meow. All right. We'll set this up to say 3, and we'll put you in there. Ooh. So the Bulbasaur break is now 3 out of 5. And we got these cute little cards. Let's see. How's this look? Yeah. So we'll go ahead and toss these over into the binder break as well. Binder break's getting a little thicker, guys. There you go. I sent for a spot in the trade break. Whoa. Trade break's really popular. You guys are really into that. All right, look at all these. Ooh. Look at that. Got some Indian food, smoked a bowl, and watching Mr. Indian food. All right. Dinga, 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 dinga. William Wafter's here. He says, tag team, Rocket Wheezing. Oh, yeah. That's nice. This Ultimate Spider-Man. He's correctly priced, too. That's a correct price. All right, take a look at this, guys. Honestly, I ought to just throw this up in the live customs, or I'll lose track of him. Thank you, William Wafter. Michael Pettiford's here. He wants 3 of the Japanese PRB2s. And 1 Korean Inferno X. Let's see, where's the... Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Good thing I have fast reflexes. That box tried to tip. Always over like this. I think Beyonce lost 10 million followers. Wow. Because of the Epstein stuff. Did I typo tag team? My bad. Thanks, mister. Listen to this. Eminem was in the Epstein files. Was he? It's such a tainted word that virtually anyone whose name can be found in the files automatically, it sort of casts doubt. You can just say, like, Billy Bob was in the Epstein files, and then it's bad, you know? And then when you actually look into the details, some of them are clearly quite bad. Yeah, it's not a good situation for a lot of people right now. You are? Okay. They were up to no good. Here's Shanks. Ooh. And here's Mihawk. There it is. Ooh. And the Inferno X. Colt. All right, that's for you, Michael Pettiford. Thank you so much, man. Photos of ends before blame. I need the category. Here's Michael. Trade me some slabs for sealed product. Lol, I have a lot of celebrations. Tony, I'd be very happy to do any kind of trade. You just tell me what you're interested in, okay? You absolutely can use sealed booster boxes to buy out slabs or vice versa. So you can use a slab to try and buy a booster box from me. We just have to work out the deals of the negotiation, or we have to negotiate the terms of the deal. Said that all funny. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, there's 6 of those. This is such a good card. It's going up. Okay. Gem Battle Break for one-piece campaign packs. 1, 2. Oh, hold on, wait a second. We just need this. And let's bring these down. Let's grab this. What are you asking? One-piece campaign packs. Oh, those OP13 packs? We are. Maybe. There we go. Mr. What AOG said. I'm not super in a rush to get rid of those. There we go. I actually forgot I found them. I don't know where I set them down at. All right. One, 2. Oh, that's good. Look at that Joker card. That's good stuff. 3. All right. Mister, that sounds like a fun idea. Oh, there we have it. All right, so we'll take that one, and we'll put the Ultimate Spider-Man number 0211 Miles Morales. T10. There he goes. All right, good. They settle around 30, but an idea, mister. There we go. All right, they're currently not on the menu. So how rare are those? How impossible are they to restock later? What exactly do they have a chance to pull? I think my lack of understanding of them is why I'm not in a rush to get rid of them. There it is. And there he goes. He's up in those live customs. Great card. They came in with the OP13 boxes. Yeah, so they come in most of all because they're like a bonus pack from a case or something like that. Is that what you said? Like vendors are able to hand them out or something, right? I actually don't know enough about them. Big Chase is a Luffy that's about 2K, but it's really hard to pull. Oh, okay. So there's a potential $2,000 card in them. Here's Miss Kayla Taylor. One spot in the Bulbasaur trade break. You got it. Okay. So this trade break is kind of a popular one. It's about to go off. There it goes. Okay. Any Palkia or other Gen 4 slabs on the table tonight? I can't think of Palkia in particular, no. We have a big order from... Oops, hold on, I gotta hit refresh. My OP13 didn't come with one. Yeah, I don't know about the OP13 promos. Mark J. Valerian, he says, for Topps Chrome Pokemon Series 2, please. Topps Chrome Pokemon Series 2, please. Was that for me, Mark? Topps Chrome Pokemon Series 2. That sounds like you were trying to buy an actual booster pack of Topps Chrome Pokemon. Oh, I know what you're buying. You're buying one of these. All right, good luck. Now, these are not Topps Chrome, but they're in extremely good condition. There it is. All right, cool, man. Do I still have a bag with you? Says Tired Burrito. Hey, what's up, Tired Burrito? Just tell me what the name of the bag would be, and I'll take a look for you, okay? So let's go over that binder break, guys, while we're waiting for Mr. Mark. Mark just needs to confirm that that's correct real fast. That's a Top Series 2 Pokemon pack, but it's not Chrome. Chrome is probably going to be like $800 to $1,000 for a Series 2 pack. That's kind of nice, right? Sorry, I meant to say Series 2. All right, perfect. We got it. We're good. We're going to open that up. That's a big order. Vintage cards. Genuine vintage. Getting pretty rare. Oh, yeah, a little Charizard sticker now. Here's a good one, actually. Look at that. Pretty good. Vintage tops. Some Minecraft. A little bit of stuff back here. Okay, so that's a binder break. It started now. I would be under Tired Burrito. There should be quite a few cards in a Slab Squirtle. Ooh, man, I don't remember Tired Burrito. So you're saying you'd have a bag under Tired Burrito, huh? Tim Harrison, Timothy, Tim and Tim B. There are no TI bags under Tired Burrito. How old of a bag are you talking? You talking like several years old or something? All right. Ooh, good luck, man. Ready? One whole pack of Top Civis 2 Pokemon. That's a big order, guys. This one booster pack or 12 packs of Ascended Heroes? What would have been better? Looks like you pulled the Slowbro, if I'm looking at it right. Yeah, you did. But look, it's a double hit. Ooh, how does this work? Oh, wow, 0 stickiness there. And there's that beautiful Slowbro. Wow, probably not charging enough for these. Crazy. That came out perfect. So the reason that's such a big deal is because in a standard sticky box, which they're almost always sticky, in a standard sticky box, not only would this holo be ruined, but this card would be ruined too. So this is kind of a unique card. This is a sticker card, and they're very gradable. And when they grade 10, they're worth a couple $100. But they never grade 10 because they're always sticky. They're made out of a special material that ruins the card as well as the one they were touching. So instead of them both being ruined, they both appear in very good condition. So you might get a 10 on one of those, or even both of those, or at least a good high 9. Here's a nice Magnetron. Look at that Magneton. Damn, crazy content. And then over here is a Gengar non-holo. Yeah, you might have just made pretty good money on this round. Look at that, guys. 240 is probably too low. Probably needs to go up to like 260 or something. And then here's Licky Tongue and Chauncey. Oh, yeah. All the single followers. All the single followers. Oh, all the single ladies. Here we are. And here we are. Magneton's your favorite Pokemon, right? When I was a kid, one of my favorite Pokemon cards was Dark Magneton. And I always liked, well, I liked the artwork for Dark Magneton. I always liked Magnemite Magneton because it was kind of like a science-y Pokemon. And when I was a kid, I was into robots, and I was a very science-y kind of kid. I was just very dry. You know, I was like the only kid in my family good at math. And I appreciated like machines and stuff like that. You know, I liked objects more than I liked people. And so obviously when it was time to pick a Pokemon, I didn't pick like, oh, a doggy or a cat or like, oh, this Pokemon I'm going to be cool with. I picked the sciencey Pokemon. So I liked Pokemon like Magneton and Porygon, and I liked Voltorb and Electrode and that kind of stuff. And those Pokemon were often used by the bad guys, like Team Rocket. They were all into science. We're always depicting scientists as sort of like untrustworthy or mad scientists or dangerous or something like that. But it's so funny because we all love the products that science bring us. So it's so, I believe science is sort of like the darkness, and people are very afraid of the dark. And for me, maybe I'm just a little screwy in the head. And so I didn't have that feeling of anxiety about it. I actually literally remember being a kid and having no fear of the dark. And this was distinctive because some of my siblings were like deathly afraid of the dark. And I remember thinking when I was younger, I thought, wow, that's very strange. Here, look at that Starmie. Some kids were terrified of it. Here it is. All right. The bag might be under Liam Davenport. Oh, that sounds familiar. I'm gonna warn you though, that sounds pretty old. Liam Davenport. Why don't I do a quick search for you, Liam? Okay, how about over here? All right, Liam Davenport. It doesn't look that old. So are you like, maybe you're a new customer and I just simply forgot your name right away because you stopped buying for a little while? Is that it? Let's see. Is this like a new customer thing? How old is this bag, would you say? I got to go hunting for a Liam Davenport, everybody. Is the bag multiple years old? If it's multiple years old, there's no chance. If it's about 1 year old, there's a chance. Here goes. We're going to jump into it. Okay. Luis Ruiz, Luis Laura, Lucas Lange, Lou Costra, Lawrence, Lucas, Layman, Ethan, Ernest, Eric, Eric Beltran. So this box used to be an E box, but it got converted into an L box. Box number 2. Luis Oyervides, Larry Ellis, Lady Cuddly Cactus. Does she know she has cards over here? Because they're getting really old. I swear she was in here just the other day. All right, and now, well, what are these? Just some empty bags, huh? Throw that away. All right, and now, we've got Lindsay, Lewis, Lake of Rage, Luke, Luis Rodriguez, Lauren Larson. Looked like Lauren. And finally, one last box for you crazy L guys. Leonardo, Lewis. No, you're not in here, man. It was only about 2 months ago. Oh, so you had an order from about 2 months ago under Liam Davenport, and you're saying it was a lot of cards? Okay, no problem. It was under that, or it was under Tired Burrito? Are you sure it's not under one other name? Or that perhaps you shipped it? Let's see. Liam Davenport. My brain's not ringing any bells. I'll put this back over here. That doesn't mean it's not over here, so we can keep looking, okay? But it wasn't in the L boxes. And with the T boxes, it can really only be in one place. We have a TI box for anybody with the name that starts with TI. You were paying with what? PayPal? Buyer, Liam Davenport. There it is. Let me check and see if we ever shipped you. Because if we did, it would have saved in my address book. Nope, I don't see your name there. Unless it was international. Let me log into PayPal. I paid with Visa, says Mr. Tired Burrito. All right, no problem. So let me just try and find it. It most likely would have been put under Liam Davenport. And yeah, we'll just keep looking for a second. Oh, it was to Canada. Okay, that's why my shipping didn't look for it right away. Let me head over to international. Let me head over to international and let's see if your name pops up when I type it in. Yeah, your name does pop up. That means you've probably shipped before. So Mr. Liam Davenport in Canada, you must have shipped with me once before, because that's the only way for your name to show up in my address book. If it's been 2 months, maybe the item just hasn't arrived yet. Let's see. Or it's waiting for you to pay customs or something. All right. Liam Davenport, your goods were delivered on 1/5/2026. So it says here your items arrived on January 5th. So there you have it. That would explain why we don't have any here. Let me see what the timing of your last order was. Do you have a family member who could have brought it in for you? Or maybe you have an unopened package laying around. Your last order was on January 5th, and your shipping shows that your items were shipped out on January 5th. So there is the explanation. All right. Let me see. They weren't delivered on the 5th. They were delivered on the 26th. The label was made on the 25th. I'm sorry, I was saying that wrong. So your product arrived on January 26th. It was shipped out, or the label was made on January 5th. That was the last day that you ordered. All right, so now you know. You should have an email for that, by the way, Mr. Liam. Check your email that is associated with your PayPal account. Next up, we got Andy Dirksen. Hey, Mr. 45 to Slab away. Let's start there. Andy Dirksen. All right. How much did you say? 45 to Slab away? Such a specific amount, Andy. This is the Russian commanding officer in the video game. Does this guy say 225? He's a bad guy. There you go. His name's Olaf, and his special ability is Snowstorm. 10 packs of the 2025 Star Wars Galaxy Chrome, 1 box of Mega Dream. I have a tiny bag. Not anymore. Not anymore, you don't. This is going to be a huge bag after this. You ready? So, let's begin with the Mega Dreams, shall we? I feel like you have always had every bag people have come looking for, even if it was a little over a year old. Never seen one not be there unless it was crazy old. What? There. Well, he was a very recent customer. I wasn't sure if he was a returning customer from like a year ago. Sometimes people do that. They come back like a year later or 2 years later, and they're like, do you still have my bag? But he just phrased it like he was an old customer. He's a new customer. He's wondering if his shipment arrived. And it looked like it did arrive to his house on January 26th. So the question he could have asked is, how does my tracking look? There we go. All right, which, by the way, you guys can always look up your tracking. Your tracking number gets emailed to the email address on file. So if you paid with PayPal, I probably used your PayPal address, your PayPal email, or if you paid with the website, if you submitted an email on the website, I sent the tracking number to that email. All right, here goes. Snippet 1. This is a whole box of Mega Dream. Happy happy February, guys, by the way. February 2nd. How do you guys feel about that? Time flying, huh? Time truly is flying. It makes me sad. Mr. Stopping in for a second. Gonna eat dinner and watch the new episode of Primal. Primals need to know that liver is king. Remember that guy? How about all the alpha male podcasters on the internet these days? Okay, what do we got? We've got, obviously, I'm one of them. I'm your alpha male Pokemon cards. Whoa. Time waits for no one. Mr. Stopping in for a second. I already read that. Here's, Genesect. Cramorant. All right. I miss the TheCardconomist. Hey, everyone. Welcome to my stream. It's me, the TheCardconomist. We're going to open up some Pokemon, then we're going to eat steak off of a cutting board. Oops. Women, am I right? Here's Dragonite. Here's Trevenant. Oh, that Andrew Tate goober. There we go. Dude, there's so many, man. There's so many of these guys who are like, I'm the toughest. It's me. When I walk into the room, everybody's head turns because they know I'm going to punch them. They could never beat me in a fight. I trained with the Tai Chi. Oh. All right, here we are. Here we are. Here's... Oh, Medicam. Mister, you can keep the poopy hollows. All right, keeping the poopy hollows. You got it, bro. Here's Crobat. Here's... Does Rayquaza count? Here's Zacian. Zacian would go in this pile. Zacian. Is it she? Zacian or Zacian? Zacian. Well, howdy, Cody. Here's, that's how he said howdy. Ooh, it's a cold box. I'm so sorry, bro. You got a cold box. Not to be confused with the hot box. There you go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I want to get the Moltres. Ugh. I'm sorry. What's your next part of your order? So 10 packs of Star Wars Galaxy Chrome. We have Galaxy Chrome, everybody. 2025 is the new product on the menu. It's a lot of fun. There's some cool things to pull out of there. I hope you guys give it a try. All right. I think that the 2024 Galaxy Chrome is better just because it's like a bad guys set. But 2025 can still give you a sketch card. So let's go grab some of that. You said 10 of them, right? I love Scented Heroes if you can find it. Pick up a set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do you trade for packs? Yes. I trade for anything. We can trade anything you guys want. 8, 9, 10. There we have it. Last spot in the trade break, by the way. Let's start snipping. All right. All right. How long ago did this game come out? Like 2002 or something? This is an old Game Boy game. All right. Can we get a Pokemon Market update video soon or an investment type video soon? I don't know what to buy anymore with everything getting taken by scalpers. Maybe. Here we are. All right, I'm going to reveal all the secrets. All the secrets. Haven't been looking at cards much lately. Mahasvara, how could you? Ooh, that guy's blue. Okay, here's the Assassin Droid. Looks good. That's a good one. All right, but this pack did not have a specialty hit. Just a standard pack with some lovely commons. Commons can be graded when it comes to Topps Chrome. By the celebrations break, only 2 spots left. Just 2 whole boxes. That's right. Mace Windy. This guy who died very fast. Oh, that's cool. All right, so this is when the lava spits up. There we go. We got our first numbered card out of 199. This is that moment when they grip each other's wrists in a sort of like mirror move. Looks like it was drawn in sort of like a Jedi anime style or something, like they're samurais. There's a lot of Asian influence in Star Wars, you know, when you think about it. So you think about Star Wars being successful, well, a lot of Eastern influence. We kind of stole some good ideas from Asia. Qui-Gon Ginny. Okay. Qui-Gon drink of gin. Would you trade a Journey booster for those loose packs? I'm not sure what you're referring to. Is it my Journey box or your Journey box? And what loose packs are you talking about? Okay. Oh, yeah. Look at this, man. Cool. Obsession. Scooba-dooba-dooba-dooba-doo-doo. I did just sell my Japanese hardcore box, so I get a bit of spending cash now. Oh, very cool, man. You are. Here's Lord Vader. I love the way the bad guy says it. You shall be known as Lord Vader. Here's the beautiful Millennial Falcon jumping. Millennial. This guy who was, I guess, a heartthrob or something like that. Here's this lovely child, Shin, Hati, and Lord Vader. There it is. They're about to go up into the Lord. Did you get double refractors? I think that's an error. I think you got 2 hits from this pack. Nice. The refractor's technically a hit. It's basically just got a nice rainbow shimmer to it. So I think you got double bonus pulls out of there. Congrats, bro. All right. Set this here. It's Darth Bangs. All right. Wow, that's cool. So much great artwork for this show. Look at him. Looking all cool, looking all chill. Here we go. We got hit. Ooh. Wavy Hollow. Out of 250. It's called Docking Bay. Wow. So they reused the same artworks over and over. I think that pack may have had 5 cards. Yeah, I think it did. Across the Stars. Very, very cute. Very tsundere. I don't think tsundere is the right word. I think that pack, I already read that. Scooby-Dooby, Scooby-Dooby. Just realized, oh, nice for Sentis. Just one more spot in the celebrations break. Who's going to take it? All right. Ooh. We got these cool cards. Wow. Those are neat. Very cool. And very cool. All right. You got a little C-3PO out of that pack. Jonas said he didn't like this set, but so far it seems fine. 2025 seems fine. Real nice profit since I bought it for 1K 4 to 5 years ago. Crazy. Here's Dagobah or something. Learning the Force. It's a special holo, but it's not numbered or anything. All right. All right. I'll use $5 of my store credit for that Bulbasaur break. Bulbasaur break. It's completed, everybody. Don't bother buying in. What's the name on the store credit, if you don't mind me asking? I always forget the name. It is, oh, yeah. Ahsoka and Anakin was cool. Two more packs to go. Oh. 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 At last we'll have revenge. Sure. Or you get sliced in half by a junior Jedi. Obi-Wan kind of, he's the boss, man. He beat Anakin. He beat Darth Maul. He beat Grievous. I think I was killing everybody. And then he only lost to Darth Vader because he put his sword up. Here's Leia. Ooh, that's cool. Another one of these Jedi Knight ones. All right, well, there you have it. There you have it. No life-changing cards in here. Some really nice ones, but we didn't see any signatures pop out. We didn't see any sketch cards pop out. Those would have been nice. Or any other specialty cards like tokens or something like that. But just lots and lots of very fine quality cards that could totally be graded. Like this docking bay out of what? 250? This guy's out of 199. And this one's not numbered. I just put it there, I guess. All right, let me go ahead and grab you 2 top loaders for that. So we've got a new bounty bag for February, but I haven't actually picked out a bounty. Qui-Gon did most of the work. Obi-Wan did a kill steal. Oh, he softened him up, huh? Darth Maul was already a little tired is what you're saying. Darth Maul almost went 2-0, man. Oh, you got the sketch of the morning stream? That was you? Cool, man. All right, lovely. Andy, this is going to get a fresh bag. It's a lot of product. Okay. What year are these? The 2025 ones, okay? We just got them in. They're cheaper than the 2024 ones. 2024 is getting expensive because, well, they're older. All right, cool, man. Andy Dirksen. Who won the January bounty? Shahir! Shahir won. Pretty neat, huh? Oh, I see. You had a smaller bag already. So I'll just put this back here. Nice. Lugia. Latios. Meganium from Tag Team 2018, or from Super Burst Impact 2018. Wow. And Lapras, Pokemon Go. Now, let's check the website real fast. Okay, website's clear. Clear. Here's an order. Javier Arroyo, 5 Hollow Shuffles, 1 new Star Wars, 2 Mega Dream Korean. You got it. Mega Dream Korean, fairly popular. And then here is the next Star Wars pack. So you ordered this before you even knew that the other guy before you was about to open 10 packs. Here goes Javier. And how many? 5 Hollow Shuffles. Okay, you got a couple Hollow Shuffles to open as well, huh? Snip of that. There you're at. How does the bounty work? Well, when you pull something special, oh, he did pull something special. He pulled 2 numbered cards, didn't he? When you pull something special on the stream, you get a bounty card, which is an energy card with your name on it. Go this way. All right. Andy Dirksen. And this bag gets filled up with names for 1 month. And at the end of the month, you get whatever the bounty is. So the more economic activity you do over here, the more likely you are to pull it. Here it is. All right. Let's see what we got. Ooh. Oh. Creepy. Ooh, that's beautiful. I've seen this one before, though. Huh. They remake some of the artworks. So interesting. All right, that's another Star Wars pack for you. Beautiful Star Wars packs. What item for the bounty are you thinking of this month? So this month, I'm thinking of doing a group of PSA 9s or Tag 9s because I've got too many of them. I've got like a whole freaking crater of them. It's just this box that's It's a large box, and yet, despite its size, I'm running out of room. Now, the solution is obvious. I'm supposed to have 2 boxes, so I can, I don't know, like sort them or something. But I need to reduce the amount. I need to give them out faster to you guys. You guys just have to take all my 9s for free. Javier. Here are your cards, Mr. Javier. Nothing insane popping out this time. They have reused artworks for the Weiss Star Wars. Oh, nice. All right. I wasn't complaining. It looks nice. We have Mr. Jorge Ponce. Nikkei First Edition, please. Also, I think I need a new bag. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, no. We just sold out of those in the daytime stream, and I didn't mark it sold. Oh, man. Mr. Ponce. I'm so sorry. We just sold out of those. We have more on the way. I need to mark them sold out. I forgot to mark them. All right. Did you do a shuffles? I did not. I got to do a shuffles as well. Okay, so give me a second here. Let's fix this. So step number 1, I'm going into the menu. And we're going to mark the Nikkeis as coming soon. So those are coming soon now. And on the website, they need to be marked as sold out. All right, let's see. We're going to hit out of stock. And we're going to say update. The website has been updated now. All right, now, if you wish to wait, we're going to have more of them. And then you'll be able to enjoy them when they arrive. I ordered them a couple days ago, so they might already be here, in just a few days. But it looks like you ordered a whole box of them. 92 viewers and 23 likes. Shameful. Hit those likes, guys. If you get those likes high, I'm more... this is the way it works. When I see a good like to viewer ratio, I'm more likely to do the giveaway. It is encouraging. Mr. Who's on the AO sub list? Just one person. I think it's you. We're waiting on more people to join the AO sub list. Is Mr. Ponce here? All right, so while we're talking about Ponce, let's take care of Javier's Poke Shuffle, which I decided to do at the end of the order, which I never should, because I forget about them. So that's why I tend to do live customs and Poke Shuffles at the beginning of an order, because if I do them right away, I don't forget them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Boop. What we got here? Oh, double hits. Look at that. Look at that. All right, so this is a good situation for you. You just pulled 2 good cards out of here. I see a Pikachu 9, and I see a Gengar 10. Let's go find out what those are. You ready? Pikachu 9, huh? 008. A lot of cards in here. There he is. That's got to be him. All right, you got Pikachu 9, classic Pikachu. It says this is a chase card. Here it is. Gengar 10. Wow, that's one of the chase cards. You did well, man. That's what people try to pull. Hey, what's up, Daniel? So now the question is, do you re-roll it? Okay, you do keeping. All right. I mean, why not? They're both pretty sweet. That is the live shuffle, or the Poke Shuffles and the live custom. Those are custom boosters or custom items where they give you a chance at a slab. Poke Shuffles are $5 per shot. Live customs are $25 per shot. Pretty cool stuff. You'll notice a lot of tag slabs in there. We've done a lot of grading with tag. Mr. Ponce, did he see this? All right. So if somebody sees Mr. Ponce talking, let him know what happened in case I don't see it right away. All right. Mark J. Valerian says he'll try another shot at the Top Series 2 packs. All right. I don't know when, but I'm intending to stop selling these. But we'll open this one for you. You ready? Here goes. The break is for 2 boxes of Sylveon Celebrations. That's right. That's the box break. Ooh, checklist. That's pretty good. We are. So we've got checklist. Check, please. Wow. Okay. 20 for heroes. No. Yeah, I'm afraid so. What? Double hits? He got the checklist and drowsy. Oh my god, dude. I was scared you're going to get another one after that. And another Gengar. It's nuts. Look at that Gengar, man. There it is. And here's Magnetron. Look at that Magnetron. Rawr. All right. That's rigged. It feels rigged. Okay. Well, Mr. Mark, you've done very well here. Okay. Jesus, dude. Okay. We'll put this back over here. That feels like a clip, doesn't it? I think that's a clip. So we opened this pack, and he got, now this is just a nice bonus, but you got a double hollow in there. I think that's a clip, because I think that's an error pack. I'm going to clip that one. So we need the link. Can you open Prismatic? I bet we could, but the question is, will we? Under stream clips. Double hit out of the tops at 57 minutes. Damn, bro. The checklist is really good if it grades 10. Yeah, checklist is always a fun card because it features, you know, like Ash and Misty and Brock. So I know that checklist tends to be, it's more popular than Drowsy. Let's say that. Okay. And here's this guy here. All right. And here, I don't think Gengar's going to go in a top loader. He's not even hollow. Honestly, I don't store any of these in top loaders. Let's go grab this. Tops be messing up 5 years apart. Oh, you're saying that some of the packs are coming out with errors in them. Okay, there we go. And there we go. Very nice. Wow. Okay, Mr. Mark. Some good luck for Mark so far. He's doing pretty dang good. By the way, if you guys are looking for a new set to open, don't forget, Nihil Zero's here. Here it is, the brand new set, Nihil Zero. It's just a strange new set. There is a Gengar common card in there. We can look for that for you. It's a bit of fun. Open it up if you want to have something new in your bag. So, we're all done with that. Thank you, Mark. And we're jumping back over here. Oscar Resendez says he wants into the celebrations break. The Great Starmie, the Mega Starmie is pretty cool. I got the error pack for my Star Wars too. Yeah, actually, that's a good point. Throw this away. Okay. I don't know if I should ship my manga or wait months to get it graded. Well, I mean, you got to grade it at one point. Might as well grade it now. All right. Ta-da! So this goes into the celebrations box break. Oops. Very good. Nice. Let's get a little rotation on these. A Mewtwo, huh? Let's take a quick look at a Mewtwo and see how his price has changed over time. Mewtwo Japanese. He does look like he's over $100 at this point. Classic Mewtwo Japanese. So I can see he's like he's over $100 from Japan. The cheapest one appears to be, looks like $107. But then you have to do import fee, so $107. His cheapest price is $123. So we're going to do $125, I think. And he's just going to go straight into the live customs. He's a cool card. He went up over time. Like months went by and he got more expensive. Yeah, some of these prices are changing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. There it is. Okay. How is the liquidity of selling tag versus selling PSA? I have not had any trouble with these. There you are. I think that tag is very nice. It's looked as an alternative grading company. It's perfect for cards like this, where people are not as concerned about, you know, like the authenticity. Like they're, you know, who's faking these Mewtwo's when there's way better cards to be faking. So, yeah, and also the risk is lower when it's a card that's like $100. If you want to talk about a card that's like $10,000, that might be a little harder to move with the tag label. Might be, well, let's say it's easier to move with the PSA label. You know what I'm saying? But this is pretty cheap, relatively speaking, and I don't think you'd have any trouble with it. Some free poker cards in here. How about this one? Oops. All right. So some free poker in there. Do you invest in Yu-Gi-Oh? Not at all. I did invest in Yu-Gi-Oh one time, and I ended up buying a mislabeled Blue Eyes White Dragon and overpaying for it and ultimately losing a lot of money. So, oops, that would have never happened with Pokemon because I know what I'm doing with Pokemon. Mewtwo 014, tag 10. The liquidity could become an issue vendor to vendor. Here it is. All right. You know, you got to remember the vendors are there to make money. And so they might just tell you what they need to tell you to think that, hey, you need to sell that Mewtwo to me real cheap. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he's a tag slab. You'll have to sell him to me 20% cheaper. Oh, no. All right. But actually, you see a lot of tag slabs selling for a premium, by the way. That went on for a while, in fact. Tag slabs were selling at a premium for 10. So now we have Milo Clark. He says, get into the Bulbasaur break. Bulbasaur is completed. Jimmy Therese, Minister for the 5th spot in the Bulba break. Oh, yes. What time did Milo ask to do this? He asked to do this 31 minutes ago. So how long ago did you do it? Seems that he might have done it pretty... I'm not sure. You asked me to do that already. So I didn't realize it was a trade slab. What other breaks are there? No, you're allowed to buy a spot in the trade slab. That's not against the rules what you did there. Mister, I sent for Celebrations. All right, Celebrations is complete. Don't try to buy into that box break. Cheapest cards for you or expensive cards for me? I can't spend, for me, $50 pretty expensive for one card. I do get sort of a warped version over time. Oh, awesome. Well, hold on. So Mr. Poo-Poo Sass, he wanted in as well. And it was for Jimmy Therese. All right, so Jimmy Therese. Oh, yeah, you have a store credit. Jimmy, would it be okay if we let Milo go in there? I actually don't know who asked first, but Milo did send in an actual order. It's okay, mister, you can have it. Oh, there you go. Okay, very gentlemanlike. Thank you so much. All right, so here we go. Now, there's no custom booster packs when we do the trade break. We just flip the cards over to see who gets it. That's it. Real fast, real simple. Here are the names. Okay. It's a simple slab. Oops. Hate it when they do that, when the card turns sideways. The Cranberries Uncertain Remastered 2026. All right, give me a number. Who wants to bet who's the next artist in the Epstein files? Oof. Who knows, man? Happy Monday, by the way. I hope you guys are having a great day. Mondays can really blow. I'm glad you're hanging out here. We're just having some fun, everybody. Here's Mike's side. A 1, 2, 3, 4. We're here to relax. Ready? Boom. Milo. You got it, Milo. All right, Milo Clark. I'm going to toss you in there, Mr. Milo. All right. Milo ordered that 31 minutes ago. He did order it a long time ago, so I think he ordered it first. I'm not sure. Here it is. All right, wigged. I know it feels wigged. Here it is. I'm going to go toss you over there. Congratulations. We need a new trade slab now. What should it be? Trade slabs tend to be weird items that we're just getting rid of. That's it. They don't tend to be like the most expensive items. Could be this Clefable. I feel like it's a bit on the expensive side, don't you? Could be this Growlithe 9. Good seeing you. Been a while, says Irving Morales. Here's a good one. This Shelter's the next trade slab, everybody. All right. He's a vintage Dragon Frontiers card. All right. How do you know that middle name? Shining Tyranitar. You want him to be the next trade slab? Maybe. It's an interesting concept. I would have to be able to make enough money from the trade to replace him fully. So I'd have to believe that we were doing that. It's maybe possible. Of course, why not just host a like an official break with that? He's expensive enough. Joseph Anthony Vargas. He says, hey, what's up, man? Let's try 5 Poke Shuffles. You got it. 5 Poke Shuffles. Joey Vargas. Where's Joseph? Mr. Joseph. His name is Joseph. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good luck in there. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, Joseph Vargas, just some commons this time. I'm sorry, man. That sucks. Toxtricity, he's going in. That's not me. I got the next Joe. Do you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's 2021 Shining Fates Toxtricity. SV042 Tricity T10. All right. Love how sneaky the bad guy's music sounds. Woo! Let's see. We have a question from Coinzilla. Okay, so let me mark this unread. I see what's going on here. Okay, and now we have Edward B. Cornelio, Celebration. That's that last spot he was talking about. Okay, Mr. Cornelio. Hello, Mr. Just Sent for shipping. Sounds good. All right, shipping time, huh? Shipping time. Time to ship your cards out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 here. Oh, you guys ready? Another break going off. Oh, speaking of which, we should probably mention that the trade break went off. So, number 2, Milo pulls the Bulbasaur trade break. All right, so that's done. Now, for this one, we do need the little booster packs. Where'd they go? Here they are. If we send extra for shipping, would you be willing to send our slab to our own PSA vault so we don't have to ship twice? Yes. Yes, in fact, I'm supposed to do that for Jimmy Torres, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I haven't done that yet. There it is. It was 8, wasn't it? Yes. Oh, your destiny is in here. These are energy cards. Well, we need energy. No, we don't need energy. We need these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're now setting up a fresh break, or not a fresh one. We're finishing off the Celebrations box break. They're all coming to an end all at the same time. Kind of crazy the way that works, huh? Can you ship them directly to ZNG as well? I have done that before. I guess I don't mind. I recommend sending them to PSA. Let PSA be your consignor. There we go. All right, they're your cards. You can do anything with them you want. All right. All right. And, all right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we got 8 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, we're all set up. You know what they say, Alex? No sleeves equal none of the good grades, but I say it feels better raw. All right. PSA Vault takes a month just to receive. That's why I prefer ZNG at the moment, says BP Varkas. All right. Oops. You know what? I'll make it simple. I don't ship to him. There we go. I can ship to you, and then you can ship to him, and then that's no problem. They are. All right. We hate them. If we send extra, would you be willing to send our cards to PSA Vault? Yes. All right, give me a number. Time to open those celebrations, guys. 3, 1, 2, 3. Me. Are you in there, Mr. Rocket Grunt? Let's grab these. So we got the 8 people here. Show their names off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 8 people in the celebrations. Wow, I was about to say 3, says AOG. All right. All right. All right, give me a number. Oh, I got to sneeze, man. It's wigged. Boy, I hate being in here, man. I sneeze too much in this room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I hate constantly having to sneeze. We've got Sarah Dusendavi, Miss Sarah. She got lucky and pulled that EB1 box, man. Imagine she pulls this too. Here's TRG. That's a cold one. Sorry, TRG. Here's Saul Jimenez. What are your thoughts on ZNG selling all his Pokemon collection and now just in the hobby as a consigner? I think it's disgusting. I think it's actually really terrible. I think it kind of was exactly what I was expecting. I had that feeling. And he's basically the same as Collectibles Guru. What makes them any different? I don't see them as any different. So I very strongly dislike that. Here's Jack Woodworth. Here's Diane Bailey. Here's Oscar Resendez. Oh, yeah, very yucky look. I was kind of suspecting that with that guy anyways. Here's Edward Cornelio. And here's Diane Bailey. In it for the money and nothing else. In it for the money. The money, guys. The money. He's in it for the money. You're giving this guy all your money. He's in there for money, not a collector. Gross, dude. Very turned off. All right. Okay. I think that I think it's wrong that eBay gives some people an advantage when selling. I think that that's wrong. eBay should reverse that, and more people should speak on that subject. I don't think it's right to do that. And yeah, ultimately, you know, you can choose who to give all your money to. There's multiple options. You don't have to do, you know, you don't have to give the mega scalper your money. You can go with PSA now, in fact. And you can go with maybe Probstein. I don't know anything about Probstein, so I don't know if he's any better, but I'd just go with PSA. Simple. PSA is the consigner now. Let's see. Let me do this. Oscar Resendez. Congratulations, by the way. Let's see. So, Mr. Oscar, are you ready? Tossing that over there. I suppose you do not want to keep this Psyduck, who's now up to 14. Oh, very nice. Cardconomist Consignment. You know what? I'm willing to throw my hat in the ring and help you guys with selling your cards. Of course, what I would first do is just give my recommendation out to PSA. That's all I would do. But I can help you guys as well with selling your cards if it's that big of an issue. I have never consigned one of my cards ever, and I never will, except maybe through PSA Vault. That's about it. It just makes the most sense to me, ultimately. Like, who should be in charge of selling these gigantic cards? And it makes a lot of sense that a professional institution should do it, like PSA. I'm talking about best practices here, guys. Who should be in charge of your stuff? Best practices. PSA. Makes a ton of sense. All right. So, we're going to go grab those celebration boxes. Congratulations. Ah. Look at that. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. Anyone else notice that PokeRev now credits people's contents with their name on the screen? Oh, yeah? Does he do that now? That's funny. So what are we doing here, Mr. Oscar? Are we shipping these together sealed for $15? Or am I opening them up? What do you want to do? TCC should be in charge. Hey, my primary business is brakes, but I you know, if people want help with consignment, I'll help with consignment. Maybe we'll have to work on our pricing to be more competitive. Because I know there's a sort of sliding scale pricing situation that you do for, especially for expensive cards, right? Like little cheap cards. All the companies charge a lot of money to get rid of your junk cards, but the fancy ones, they don't. Didn't those come with the Sylveon pin? No, no Sylveon pin, just the large card. Rip it. All right, you got it. Now, you have the option to keep these jumbo cards and have them shipped for $15. Anyways, the way it would work is we would put it back in the holder, back into this cardboard box, and then we would ship you these empty cardboard boxes with the Dark Sylveon in it. Your other option is to just sell them back to me and call it a day. So those are two options. I'm not really looking to spend a lot of money buying them, though, okay? All right. All right, so we got oversized off-center card number 1. And here come the booster packs. Oh, yeah. Resendez says, would you put me in the trade slot for them? Yeah, I could do that. There we are. Where'd I put with the first part? Did I already toss it in the box? Oh, it's right there, I see. That sounds pretty good. So there's that. Now that Dark Sylveon, that little one on the other hand, that's a very seriously easy to grade card. He's part of the value of what you're getting today. This is celebrations, everybody. They're only worth $5-ish. Okay. Yeah, and that one's off center. He's fatter on the right than the left. So he's not even gradable. How about this one? How's he look? Maybe a little bit better. Yeah, you can tell instantly he's thicker on the left. All right, we got this. PSA switching other people's cards for lower graded cards. I don't buy that. You had the one scenario where a guy sold his card back to PSA. We talked about this extensively. We had the scenario where PSA buys back a guy's card, and it's a 9, and they buy it back, and then he looks it back up, and it's a 10. And people thought that this is like some kind of PSA burglary, right? PSA deals with like 100,000 cards in like a week or something, or a day, And they think that they're trying to burgle like a $50 card or something. It's just nuts. It's so obvious what happened. The people who submitted the card into the software, the workers, not the owner of the company, the workers accidentally submitted it as 9. You have to imagine 90,000 cards in, you might make that mistake, right? It's just like you hit the wrong button. Simple as that. So they enter in the wrong card, and the guy receives a 9 when the card had really graded 10. And then because it had graded 9, he didn't want it. He said, oh, that's a 9, I don't want it. So if he had never sold it back to PSA, it would have arrived physically to his door, and it would have shown up as a 10. And then that error would have never been detected. So their system never caught those errors. Now that people actually sell their 9s back, their system has to be 100% perfect. That means if they grade like 5 million cards in a month, not even one of those cards can be accidentally entered into their system as a 9 when it's really a 10. You know how hard it is to do data entry that's with that level of no mistakes? I mean, it's insane. It's actually insane how perfect your data entry has to be to have no mistakes like that. So people are acting like this billion-dollar corporation cares about this guy's PSA 9 card while they're over there making millions of dollars a week. Yeah, they do not care. It was a mistake by one of the workers. No one was getting super enriched by it. And people act like this is some evil, devious plan by PSA to trick you. It's just not. Like, just think it through a little bit. Think it through for a second. What was PSA's plan? To keep doing this? This is how they make their money? This is their trick? Well, guys, we're a failing company unless we can steal these cards. You think that they're teaching their employees to do that? Could you imagine the memo goes out? All right, guys, here's the memo. All right, employees, of which there are many. I want you to submit these cards as 9s, and then when they buy them back, they're really 10s. You really think nobody tattled on them? Nobody, like, ratted out the company? It's a mistake, dude. So, you know, and so as buyers, we're very critical, and we go, oh, you're trying to steal from us. Bro, they're one of the companies making us wealthier than any company on earth. I can't think of any other company that helped me build more wealth than PSA. And they make one mistake, and people are acting like they're like, you know, like, hang them in the public square. It's like, bro, calm down, dude. It's okay. They're going to fix it. They've ruined my cards before. PSA has crushed one of my cards before, a good one, in fact, but they fixed it. They gave me money. And as, you know, indignant and outraged and angry as I was over it, when I look back on it, it was a small drop of wealth compared to what they've done for me over the years. PSA made me who I am today. I'm lucky for them. So I don't, you know, hold a lot of grudges over one, you know, crushed card, or perhaps one card that was entered into their system incorrectly by probably some dopey worker. You think the owner of PSA sweating over like a, you know, like a $50 or $500 card? He's probably a billionaire. He could be a billionaire. He's at least a 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, $100 or 100 millionaire. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's extensively wealthy. He does not care about your card. Here we go. You ready? They ruined one of mine and never fixed it. Well, I don't know. Maybe you got to push on them a little harder. Okay, you ready? So, this is Oscar Ascendis's 2 boxes of celebrations. We just went through the PSA rant. Everybody hates on PSA, while PSA quietly makes so many people so much money. They're literally transforming young people's lives with the ability to hand out wealth through grading. And they don't get any thanks for it. They're treated like a bad guy. They're treated like an enemy. All right, here goes. Let's see. Santa Scorch Chevim. Ooh. Pack number 1, Hollows. Pack number 2, Darkness Ablaze. Here's a Relicanth and Vanillix. AGS is also rich. Here we go. Here's a Relicanth. If they can sell them for themselves, say that to the people that get 8s. Yeah, their grading can be really tough. Here's Houndour. Ooh. Okay, but I mean, look at it. Like, Pokemon takes your money. Here's a corporation where you consistently lose money opening their packs. And then you magically hand it off to PSA. They do something to it, and now you've made all your money back. they're one of the companies doing, in a way, the most financial good for anybody. They're making people into millionaires. They're making people hundreds of thousands of dollars. I think I've probably made hundreds of thousands of dollars of slab sales over time, you know? It's pretty incredible when you really think about it. All because of the ability to grade a card and authenticate it. They're offering a service that inputs humongous value into society, since there was a need for third-party evaluation of a collectible and third-party authentication. Here goes. Let's snip this. And I know we get very frustrated and annoyed with PSA, but I hate to see the amount of hatred that comes toward them as a company. Some people tell you should have never graded your cards. Thank God I didn't listen to any advice like that. Imagine I had actually taken that advice to heart and I only collected raw cards. Some people thought that's what you're supposed to do. Imagine I listened to that. I'm very lucky I didn't take advice like that. Here you are. I'm going to give you guys a piece of advice right now. I'd say consign with PSA. That's another piece of advice. So here we go. Celebrations. What do we got? A Veltal Lugia Flying Pikachu. Go. Beautiful. Okay. And here's a Lugia. We like the Lugia a lot. I think that's a great holo. Okay. I convinced my friend who only collected raw cards to grade cards, and he's so happy now. Yeah, well, again, it's a service that elevates the value of your card. And we're kind of if you think about it, we're kind of going through a special time period where the future kids will not go through this time period. You see, there was a time period before card grading, and then people discovered it. You and I discovered it in the age of the 2020s. And it's a big deal because we're rushing through all the vintage and getting it all graded. Well, guess what? That's not going to happen twice. Once it's all graded, it's done. You know, like they're not printing any more first edition Pokemon. It's out of print. So you and I get to do this transformation of wealth where we're doing the work of picking out gradable cards and getting them graded, right? And PSA is helping us with that. They're a service. They're a tool. So they're helping us with that. So we're going through this transformation period where cards are being transformed into graded cards. And once it's all done, once all the vintage cards are graded, it's done. There's no more. You know, there's a finite number of them. That's what makes them rare. There's a finite number. So 20 years from now, young kids won't be grading vintage cards as much anymore. Maybe they'll be grading Sword and Shield, and it'll be considered vintage. And maybe they'll be regrading some of the old vintage cards that are already graded. I don't know. Look at that Dawn Fenny. It looks nice, man. But they won't be grading like first edition Rocket anymore. It'll be done. It'll all have been checked. And the only reason to grade it at that point will be like, I don't know, they'll be grading like 1s and 3s. Okay, so yeah, we're living in a very lucky time in that sense. Sort of like a Pokemon card renaissance. What if PSA has raw cards and you send a card in and they switch the card for your better card? I mean, if you really believe PSA is doing that and they don't have like cameras and systems for that, I would document your card before you send it in, or just don't send it in. Here's Cosmog, Zekrom, Dialga. I think you guys don't understand how much money that company's probably generating. And they are not interested in having policies of stealing your cards when they're already generating probably billions of dollars. If they're grading millions of cards and the cheapest gradings, like in the $20-ish range, they're making billions. So it's a billion-dollar company with billions of sales. They are so not interested in stealing your cards. The only thing they have to do, like imagine them cracking out the magnifying glass. Oh, I think we can swap this Celebrations Charizard and make $50. Like, come on, dude. It's something that people would do at a card show. It's something a small card shop might do. A small card shop that makes like, you know, like $70,000 to $200,000 in revenue a year. So, you know, like a small group might do that. You really think PSA is telling its employees to do that, or like they're sitting around doing that and they don't have any cameras to catch that or anything? I mean, it's just almost impossible to imagine. It is. Oh yeah, GameStop employees, sure. Well, if you hand your cards off to GameStop employees, that's full risk. I actually agree. We got Venusaur, last pack. Venusaur is pulled, so I don't think we're going to see Charizard or Gold Star Umbreon. Cross your fingers. There's another Lugia. But we do pull Blastoise. That is so nice. All right, these celebration packs are awesome. Bonus little Blastoise right at the end. Looking a little, maybe bottom heavy. Oh my gosh, he got a fat little bottom. And here is Lugia. That was all for you. Oscar Resendez. What do we do with those jumbo cards? Oh, I think I put them in my closet already. So we're going to put you into that trade slab for those. There we go. Solid boxes. Yes, sir. Those are very solid. All right. Palkia, Mew, Solgalea, Squovit, Houndour. What'd you guys think of that? Double Dark Sylveons. Beautiful. While mine were so cold compared to these packs. Maybe, yeah, you might be right. I don't know. It could just be the draw of the luck. Luck of the draw. The draw of the luck. Donphan. Here's Surfing Pikachu. Groudon. Lugia. Flying Pikachu. There you have it. There you have it. That was Oscar Resendez. He pulled all that for 40 bucks. Congratulations, man. Okay, Oscar. Hello, mister. How close was AO? Oh, it's close, Mr. CS man. Let me show it off one more time. Ancient Origins. There's just one sublist spot left. It goes off when everybody buys a spot in there and it goes off. Okay, that's the last spot. Also, you can buy these. Anybody can buy these packs right here. These are mine. I'm in the break, but you can buy me out of my spots, and I won't cry about it because I got another box of this in the closet. I'll be in the next one. So these are available for sale if you're regretting not getting a spot right now, or if you wish to have more spots. You might be somebody who already has one, but you want more than one. Okay, letting you know that. Tammy, hey, what's up, Tammy? Excuse me. All right. I need a drink. Throat is dry. Let's jump over here. We're going to say Oscar Resendez. I'm just going to say Oscar pulls the Celebrations box break. This happens at 92 minutes. All right. Someone get it. I don't want to be more exposed to this. Hello, in between studies right now. Students, in between students. Nice. Miss Tammy is, she's a piano teacher. Is that right, Tammy? Very cool. How much sublist spot? $40. I will add an image for Ascended Heroes when I get home tonight. What? Let's see. Dang, Tammy, if only I could find like several more things for you to work on. You could just work full time. Here's Brandel Vargas. Shipping including Pikachu and Meowth. All right, you got it, Mr. Brandel Vargas. Give me a second over here. Yep, piano student, haha. So your time to buy the Meowth and Pikachu is up. Move that over there. Tammy, somebody put your Dragonite in the Slab away. Let's see. Honestly, not that many cheap OP boxes Mr. can do. We could do an OP 13 box, but at this point, the booster packs are so expensive. You could just sell a booster pack and do a break on that. Look at that card. That card's still waiting to be purchased. $295. Okay. We're looking for Meowth and Pikachu. Here's another interesting one. Here's a signature card from Dragon Maid. So that's $220. I did it. I love Dragonite. Yeah, he's cool. Here's... Let's see. Here's a nice card. I was just talking to the owner of it, this Mr. Haymeyer. He's got this Sonic the Hedgehog graded Mint 9, and it's got the signature of a Sonic voice actor on it. I told him it's a really lovely card, but that it might be a little high in the price. That's why I told him, because he was asking about it. I don't know what Sonic signatures normally sell for. All right, it's literally in the last pile. It would be. There we go, Brandel Vargas. Very good. All right. How much for the pink Lugia? Pink Lugia is $250. Population 2. Oops. What replaces the OP break and the Sylveon break? Yes, we can do new breaks now. Ooh, exciting. Excuse me. All right. Okay, and we'll put this back. So I got to mark Pikachu and Meowth as sold, or not available. They didn't technically sell. He's asking for shipping. Mr. Brandel Vargas. One and two. There we go. Hey, mister, how long is the queue? I placed an order on PayPal. Place these here, and then I need to make a label for Brandel. It's, you know, it's a little busy, actually, I guess. Yeah, we're a little busier than usual. I think part of it's probably just all these breaks getting so close to the end, so that when they go off, they take a little while. All right, let's see. We've got you, Mr. Brandel. So, Brandel, I've got the same address we used last time, and I've got your email. You might want to confirm that you received the tracking number for this when I ship it out, because we don't want to risk anything going wrong. Okay, so just confirm that you received it. Also, let's check for a bag for Mr. Brandel. Got to write an essay. See you later, Mr. CS Man. It was really nice of you to pop in. All right. Hit and print on this. Business is good. Business is a business. There we go. All right. So I'm going to set this back over here. All right. Here's Joshua Ramos. 4 Crimson Haze, 2 Pokey Shuffles. 2 Pokey Shuffles. All right. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2. 2 Cold Pokey Shuffles, Joshua Ramos. 4 Crimson Haze. Let me get his Crimson Haze. Busy tonight, huh? Now, I feel like the Crimson Haze were almost sold out, so let me see if I can find them. And then I have to go get a fresh box, I believe. Ah, here they are. 1, 2, how many did you order? 3, 4. There it is, 4 Crimson Haze. The bear with the apple. All right. There we go. Let's snip this up. What time is it, by the way? 6:55. Time flies when you're having fun, guys. Wow. Here's a cold round. And Probo Pass. Pokemon likes to punish us with Probo Pass. A cold one. And no, I think Probo Pass is fun. I think you got to have some goofy Pokemon. Some intentionally goofy Pokemon. There we have it. Now, Suicune is a punishment. He's such a majestic Pokemon, and they made him so ugly. Let's see. Josh Pruitt. You didn't say new bag, did you? No, you said I have a bag. Ooh, but your bag's probably up top. We store you in the up top box, don't we? Ooh. Heavy bags, man. Heavy boxes. Here it is. It's 7:55 for me. Nice. So you're kind of like in New York. That time period. That time area. That time zone. Thank you, Joshua Ramos. Now we have an order from Mark J. Valerian. He says, no hollers or EXs, please, for 1 box of Nihil Zero. All right, 1 whole box of Nihil Zero for our friend Mark J. Valerian. There we go. Yep, New York City, Queens. Oh, very cool, man. Did I get that label printed? I did print the label. Okay, good. That printed so fast. Usually you have to fight over it. Oh, I need to remove the Pikachu and the Meowth from the actual consignment slabs shell. There we go. All right. helping little one with homework. Nice. There we go. Very good. Bot shelter. You bought a spot in the shelter? He's a trade slab. Oh, actually, we need to put Oscar Resendez in there real fast. And Oscar Resendez, I think he deserves Oscar Resendez. So for the jumbo slabs, jumbo cards that were not in super great condition. There we go. One. And then also, Oscar Resendez, he got to go into the bounty. There it is. Because he pulled that nice Venusaur and Blastoise. Let's count those, huh? I don't know if the Venusaur is truly a hit. Actually, it doesn't feel like either of those are a hit, but let's get him in there. Here you go, Oscar. Thanks, man. All right. Crazy busy night, huh? Let's get it. Mr. Mark, you've been getting a lot of luck. It's great to see, man. You were really, you were being super generous the other month, and it actually made me worry. Did you know that? Because it's like, you got to have something, you know? You got to have something for your money a little bit, too. You know what I'm saying? There it is. Some people are very generous. So luckily for you, you're pulling some instant hits, and that's bringing you some expected value for your money. In Mexico for month vacation, $7.58. You're in Mexico? How is it in Mexico? You know, I went to Mexico, guys. That's one of the only places outside the U.S. that I've been. That is the only place that's outside the United States I've been. I went to Mexico. Specifically, we went to Cozumel. At the time, my sister Olivia was the baby. So that would be Jessica, Erica, Derek, Blake, Jake, Olivia. So there were a total of 7 siblings. There were 7 of us. And at the time, my father had an enormous amount of frequent flyer miles. And one of the, that's because of his job. His company sent him on flights all the time. And as a result, he had a whole bunch of frequent flyer miles saved up. And he used them to get us all plane tickets to Mexico to go to Cozumel for vacation. And so that was one of the only vacations I took as a kid. It was really cool, very memorable. The vacation lands you in Mexico, and you kind of spend a day in Mexico before they ferry you off to Cozumel. Ooh. So I got to kind of walk around the street near the airport. No, it was near the ferry. And just sort of see what life was like a little bit. Go shopping in the little shops. It was very entertaining. There's a lot of things you can buy over there that the vendors want to sell you. There it is. A little cold yesterday. Ooh, woo, Mark. Didn't see that on top. I do have something. I have you. What? Here we go. You're funny, man. But anyways, yeah, I remember being there. I remember there was a public bench, and I noticed it was odd because it didn't have... Ooh, what? Look at that. Mark, I don't know what it is with you, man, but you're just knocking it out of the park over and over and over again. Mark's going to have all the bragging rights in a second here. Take a look at that. So first today, he pulled this super hot Topps pack with 2 hits in it, and it had the card list in it. And now he's pulling the Nihil Zero Chase card already. Although I don't think this is the most expensive card. I think this is meant to be the most expensive card. Here it is. All right, so I'm going to jump up here. Let's see. To Stream Clips. We have a channel called Stream Clips. Man, I need a drink, dude. My throat's dry. Oh, look at this. All right, so this should say number 2. Mark pulls Nihil Zero Chase at 104 minutes. And then these other 2 things were supposed to go into the break channel. I'm so doofy. So where's the breaks channel? Down here, breaks history. Let's see. Let's grab a link. It's kind of funny. The only thing we haven't sold so far today or in this stream is the Ascended Heroes. There we go. We're going to do this, then this, and this should say 1, and then this should say 2. Perfect. So now Mike's side has a connection to when this card was pulled. And Mark, I think you're about to get a video. I think you might get 2 videos here, Mark. Number 1 is gold, number 2 is rosa, number 3 is the Zygarde alt. There you have it. So the 3rd best pull in the set is this beautiful Zygarde alt. Look at that. He's Mega Zygarde, and he just looks really weird. I don't know what to think about it. Kind of reminds me of the bad guy from Sword and Shield, Eternatus. Eternatus was just never popular because it didn't look like anything. It was too abstract. All right, what we got? We got the Salamence. Here's a cold one. Salamander. Starmie. Ooh, we got a little Drapion. Drapion set. What did we last see Drapion in as a set? He was in Crown Zenith. Here's a little Gengar. Here's a little T-Rex. I never liked this Pokemon. Here's a holo. Pokemon tried to put like actual dinosaurs in their game, and it never comes off right. It never feels quite right, you know? Another Gengar. There's a cold one. Here's a little holo. Here's a little holo. Here's a little holo. A couple holos here and there. Japanese booster box has guaranteed hits, right? Yeah, Japanese booster box has a guaranteed SR. But you're also going to pull a couple of ARs too. Did I win the Mario trade? Hey, who did pull the Mario trade? Milo did, right? No. Somebody else did. It's in the Breaks History channel. It went to Mark J. Valerian. So there were a couple people in there, and it looks like the slab went to Mark J. Valerian. He got the Mario. There we go. And there you go. Just send me shipping for my slabs to the Maryland pack. That's fine. Says Mr. Jacob Chickering. Hey, how's it going, Jacob? What do you mean by that? Are you an international order and you need to know, how much you need for shipping? Are you asking me what shipping will be? There we go. Ooh. Still nice to see big pulls. Now I'm going to eat it so I can get Zygarde Nihil Cannon. All right. Look at that cute little Rowlet too, man. He's adorable. Mister would need to put it into Break History. I did. Breaks History, Trade Slab, Poker Mario. It went to Mark J. Valerian. Rowlet is adorbs. He's so adorbs. Here we are. All right. Oh, Jennifer Yap's here. Jennifer Yap. All right. How's it going, Jen? So, man, we got to keep the line moving. We have Mr. Joseph Valente, 1 box of the Korean Mega Dream. Do I need fresh boxes? I need fresh boxes of that. I'll be right back. Give me a second, okay? I'll bring in 2 boxes, maybe. No, you can't be in here. Oh, man, I know the cat's lonely. She's just sitting outside my door. That's not a good sign. And Karis isn't playing with her. She's probably so lonely, dude. You're very cute, kitty, but this is a no kitty room. Come here. All right, go play. She was just sitting outside the door, man. She must be so bored. That's it. We're going to have to get a second cat. Online orders, too. Whew. All right. Joseph Valenti. There we go. Ooh. So what's the closest break now, guys? Jumbo pack break needs 2 people. That's a pretty short one. There we go. Give the kitty some bulk. Give him the big hits, mister. Maybe. Let's see. Could be. Joseph Valenti. Your hands are going to react. Nah, she didn't like scratch me or anything. I don't let the cat in here for multiple reasons. We have fiber optic now, and it's like, they warned me not to disturb the cable. They said for the fiber optic, don't let an animal like chew on it or bump it or anything. I was like, all right. Ooh. All right, we got Dark Doug Trio to start out. I like to call him Dark Doug Trio. All right, here's Mewtwo. Do you have my address on file? I believe I do. I just printed out your label, so you should have an email containing the tracking number. If you'll just go check on that so that we know it's correct. I don't think we have any other Brandel Vargases. I think you're the only one. Here's Pikachu. Uh-oh, there's the ends. PP up. The Sleeping Series. Here's Mega Simp. So you got a Mega Simp for your MA. And, oops, here's Garchomp. So these have been very, oh, man, that's a good box. Look at this, guys. Wow, picking up the Team Rocket's Mewtwo Alt. Beautiful. Look at that, everybody. That's coming out of the Korean packs. That's so awesome. Congratulations, man. That's Joseph Valenti. Yeah, the Korean packs, you can open so many of them for like such a affordable price. You're going to pull something, you know. And there's Obstagoon. What a cool set. Wow, I pulled them in Japanese too. So you have them in Japanese and Korean now? That's funny. All right. That's for you, Joseph. Let's see. A fantastic alternative. It looks really good. I don't know, which one do you think is better? The one from Destined Rivals or this one? Let's see. Ugh. Joshua, aha. Ooh, you've been going deep, huh? Ooh, you got a whole bag full of hollows. You ever see a trade slab you want, just speak up, okay? And you can definitely try to snab it. All right, so I'm putting your Mewtwo into this baggie number 2, okay? Had you send in the Japanese one to tag, how long is their wait? It's not too long, maybe like 2 months. It's not too bad. Joey Albrecht, 120 tore my slab away. All right, slab away. Let's see. So that says May 25. Is this a 1-year one? Yeah, it's probably a 1-year one. Let's see. So that's 390. 3980 minus 120. You have 3,860 left. Boom. All right. Keep that in mind. It's a pretty big chunk of money. Here's Morgan D. John. One live custom. Morgan D. John. All right, Morgan D. John. I love me some free hollows, mister. Wait, I want some free hollows. Where's my free hollows? 1, 2, 3. Oops. 4. Did Mr. do the bounty break? Yes. Mr. Shahir pulled the bounty break. Maybe I should write that down in the breaks channel. I don't consider the bounty to be a break. It's its own thing, but I should probably write it down. Let me write it down in the breaks history channel. Shahir pulled the bounty poker cards. All right. Now, after that, we jump over here. We got orders. And I have a drink now, right? I'm dying of thirst. Free hollows are my favorite. Oh, God, I was so thirsty. We have 2 long orders. You guys have been waiting a while. Tyler Davis and Candy Vargas. So Tyler Davis goes first. He wants a Japanese OP13. How's that even for sale? Oh, right, because we restocked it. That's how. English Pokemon Mega Evolution. Here goes. Chinese 151 surprise. Korean Terror Festival. You got it. Korean Terror Festival. English Surging Sparks. Ooh, I think I have to get a fresh box of that. English Twilight Masquerade and English Phantasmal Flames. All right. So that's easy enough. But we have to now go get some Surging Sparks. Give me a minute. All right, here we are. Ooh. Boop. It's 10 packs total. Some are 2 packs. All right. Ooh. So a bunch of these. I'm running low on Surging Sparks. The question is, do I keep it in stock? My finger points. Thank you for updating the Breaks channel. I'm at work, so I can't help. That's understandable. It's all right. There we are. Okay. So you got your 1 Surging Sparks. And this has to go in here. I believe it goes right here, right? Wait. No, that's not right. I think it goes back here somewhere. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, there it goes. All right. Good, good, good. Now, what are we missing? Oh, the fact that you needed 2 of them. Oh, my dear God. I just put them away. He needed 2 of these. And he needs 2 of the Twilights. Okay. And he needs 2 of the Phantasmal Flames. There we go. We've got it. We are ready. There's 10 packs total. There are some 2 packs. Oops. Let's pick that back up. Yes. Yes. Here we are. Thank you so much for the order, man. Look at all this. This is a lovely order. You guys ready for it? Let's find out what it looks like. Okay. 1 snip. 2 snip. 3 snip. 4 snip. 5 snip. And 6 snip. There it goes. Oops. There it goes. Ha-ha. Whoa. Fee, fi, fo, fum. Tinkaton. Here's the Phantasmal. So that was Mega Evolution. Here's Phantasmal Flames. Suicune. Phantasmal Flames again. This is for Mr. Tyler. He's very nice. Here's Twilight Masquerade. We're hoping he pulls something. Twilight Masquerade. Sinistra. Oh my gosh. Okay, here's your Surging Sparks. Come on, Surging Sparks. Oh, you got Palossand. Oh. How about an AR? No, no AR. I'm sorry, no AR. We got 1 Palossand out of there. It's tough, man. Packs are tough. Tossing that away. What's going on for your Monday today, guys? Tell me about your lives. Any interesting news? All right, Terror Festival. Hey, hey! Your little Terror Festival. The silver lining in your order. How about OP13? just a regular holo. How about surprise? Hey, shiny Dodrio. This is serious business. Those are expensive. There you go. Okay, so the order, not so bad. You're saved by those other packs. All right. So that is for you, Tyler Davis. Thanks, man. Ooh, come on now. Whoa. Wish cards weren't so expensive now, says Mr. Robert. Robert, I feel like, yeah. Well, first of all, I feel like if you really love a card, you don't have to buy it as a PSA 10. The second thing I'd have to say is I actually just agree with you. I think that we just have to find a way to get those modern cards to be affordable so that people can actually collect them. You know what I mean? Like, they should be retail price. Like, retail price should be $5, and that's it. And it should just be very easy. And instead, they're just unbelievably high. Now, that doesn't look like it's going to change for a while, but they did announce that they were going to build a big printing facility. So at some point in the future, there's going to be these sets that come out, and Pokemon's going to have the means to print whatever they need to print. So they will have enough in the future. This has 3 people in it already. Here's Crobat. Here's Cernius. Here's Mimikyu. That's a good one. Here's a gym challenge. Gym break right here. Candy Vargas is next. Candy Vargas says, my wife is pregnant. Haha, first time for everything. Is she? Congratulations, man. The celebration break for Miss Candy Vargas. Well, Miss Candy Vargas, the good news is that even though you missed the break, you did not lose your $40. So that is the good news, okay? All right. Wow. So there you go. If you wish, we can pop you into a different break. We can put you in the sublist for Ancient Origins. Jesus Pantoja, 5 Metazoo Secret Shadows. I have no bag, just 2 tech subs. Oh, cool. Okay, so let's get these for you. Now, hold on. I don't know if I have 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, I only have 4 of them. All right, here's a big question. Do we buy another box of Secret Shadows, or do I say it's sold out? What do you guys think? Do I buy another box of it? It's sold. I mean, I don't know. It's sold. So weird. I never know what to think of the Metazoos. Let's see. Have a sip of this drink again. I'm so thirsty, man. Was one of those Pikachus, was one of those pulls a Pikachu in my order? I don't think we got a Pikachu in your order, no. So it's no problem obtaining more of this. I'll go ahead and buy 2 fresh boxes of it. Metazoo Secret Shadows is on the way. We're currently sold out. There is more of it on the way. Now, Mr. Jesus, we can open these 4 packs and give you a $5 store credit for now, which you'll want to keep track of on your side, all right? In other words, you just want to remember that you have it. Write it down somewhere if you need to. Make sure to update on the website in the description that you're out. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and do that. So, you know, I'm scared if I do that, I'll forget to fix it too. Isn't that funny? We'll say sold out. And then on the website, we go to products, all products. Nothing that looks gradable in my order. Oh, you know, I didn't look for that. What did he pull that looked gradable to you guys? Maybe the Jolteon? Was it Jolteon or Flareon? It was a Jolteon, right? Mr. Sent order to website. Sounds good. Okay, so we shall mark this as out of stock. Okay, I'm hitting update on it. Mr. Jesus, you can spend your $5 on anything else that you wish to have. Let's see. Is there anything else in here that's interesting? There's MetaZoo Base Set 2025 and MetaZoo Cryptid Nation First Edition. So those are some other options, some substitutes. Let's go ahead and open these packs here. How's this camera looking? Is this looking okay? All right. Snipping time. Snipping time. Snippy, snippy, snippy. All right. Good. Tossing that. What do we have here? Dancing shoes. Ooh. Wow. Here's this creepy looking Apaluvic, caught red-handed, Shadow Parade. All right, Shadow Parade. Everyone in here a like already, says Mr. Chad. Look at that. We got 41 likes. That's really nice, guys. Appreciate all the likes. You guys are too kind. Ashy Rain, Colorado Springs Carnival, Kameosa. There you go. And here's Mad Scientist, Kameosa again, Unicorn, Double Star Unicorn. Okay, very nice. Unicorns. Who doesn't like unicorns? And then last but not least, one more pack, Deep Affliction, Territory War, Shifting the Balance. So no major pull out of those last 4 packs, it looks like. You're looking often, it seems like you're looking for a textured card in this set, I noticed. We've got some fresh booster boxes on the way, so take a look back at our menu in like a week for more of these, and we'll see if we can pull whatever the chase card is out of here. Now, look at that, guys. MetaZoo sells. MetaZoo is a consistent seller on this channel. Thank you, Mr. No problem. Cody, did Mr. Fix it? I could try. What does Cody need help with? Make sure to update on the website. Oh, yeah, I got that. All right, so you've got $5. Candy Vargas has $40. And you're getting a fresh bag because you mentioned you'd need a new fresh bag. Here it is. Lovely. Tonight has been pretty busy. Don't you guys think so? Jesus Pantoja. Welcome, man. Appreciate having you in here. All right, with the JE. There we go. Now, take a look at this Ancient Origins sublist. 5 spots left in the Ancient Origins sublist, and then spot number 36 is sold. These spots are for sale if you want to buy in. Mega Nido King sublist. Only 3 spots left on the Mega Nido King sublist. Okay. Jumbo Pack Break. 2 spots left on the Jumbo Pack Break. Then that goes off. The new Binder Break. Nobody's in it yet, but we've got it started. It's officially started. The Binder Break, by the way, that is a Cosmic Hollow Charmander promo. Here's Seeking, Zubat, Mankey, Palkia, oops, Flying Pikachu, Palkia again, Reshiram, Groudon, Giratina. You got Golden Giratina in here, Arcanine. Got some old poker cards, got some Leaf Green poker cards, some Kirby. Here's a Lucario, Ogerpon, Dragapult, Screamtail, Volcarona. You got some, these are from Classic Collection, and they're trainers and energies. It's like one of each, so it's kind of fun. It's like a variety. And then you've got some nice Sonic cards, including this guy. He's really nice, actually. That's a hit. That's actually a hit. A couple of these Minecraft cards. I have like infinite Minecraft cards laying around. There you have it, a little Master Ball there. Cosmoem is another holo from the 25th celebration anniversary. So this Binder Break already right now definitely has a value of at least 40 bucks or more. But we'll make it bigger. So that is tempting to jump in there and take a risk on it. I would say that's over $40 already. Alan Doan, he says, 1 box of the Japanese Battle Partner. Remove the junk hollows. But can I keep the EXs, please? Keep the EXs, junk the hollows. You got it. Let me go grab it. All right, here we are. This was in my receiving area. I think that's Chinese. So that's a free pack in the jumbo pack break to make it a little sweeter. Now, ooh, Battle Partners. Love this set. I don't know why people kind of gave it a hard time. I think this is a very good Pokemon card set. It's got a great feeling to it when you open it. Do you think it would be better to say coming soon instead of out of stock? The website doesn't have that as an option. With the website, it's just out of stock. All right, there we go. Hey. Okay, placing this here. Ready. Alan Doan, how's it going, Alan? It's nice of you to pop in. Hope you're having a great Monday. I hope you're all having a great Monday. Happy February. All right. Is it not okay to try to buy the trade card? Yeah, you can try to purchase it outright. The only problem is that I think somebody's already in there. You want to buy it outright? Is it just one person in there? And how did they get in there? I think they got in there by giving up a card. Can you add it like ZELLE? I'm sorry, add what like ZELLE? Let's see. Tossing that. So we've got, so check this out. So we're going to have some junk hollows, of course. But look at this. Look at that Iona's Wattrell. It's such a cute card. I think that's very solid. Okay, we're judging Battle Partners right now. Here's a hollow. Here's Salamence. Or Roaring Moon, whatever he is in this case. Okay, here's a little Magmortar. Cold. Some cold, typical Japanese set. What do we got here? We've got a little Clefairy. Lily's Clefairy. I think Lily being in the set is going to cement the set as always a desirable set. Because Lily's one of those Pokemon cards that sells really consistently. To the side. That's not me. Who's not me? All right. So there's a cold one. And a cold one. You'd like to buy the Shelter outright? I mean, maybe. What do you guys think? Only one person's in there. I want a direct feed that I can watch from a website of this live stream. Really? Instead of YouTube? That's an interesting idea. I don't think that there's a good reason to do that, though, nowadays, because the YouTube platform is so good. No reason to build my own streaming platform. Wooloo. It's a cute little card. So you got Hop and Wooloo. Okay. A little Lycanroc. Here's, Lily's Clefairy. Again, I think that the set is solid just because of Lily. But Iona being in there, too, makes this a girl card set. And I don't see the set failing in the long run just because both of them are in there. They're gonna make this set interesting in the future. You know, like collecting Misty's Psyduck or something, you know what I mean? So they're trying to do that with the Lily's Clefairy. Here it is. I think it has a ton of potential, especially for kids who grew up playing the game Sun and Moon. Here's one more of these. A lovely Lycanroc AR. And what's this called in Japanese? It's called Battle Partners. I believe it's called Battle Partners. No, link the YouTube video to the website. So I don't know if I could get the website to do that every time I post a new stream. Maybe I can. All right, so you're donating some hollows. Thank you very much. And then you say you'd like to keep the EXs. All right, I'm going to put this Lily's Clefairy in the front. All right, so that's what you got out of your box. You got the Iona Wattrell, Hops Wooloo, Lily's Clefairy, and Lycanroc. I like it. I think it's a good set. Alan Doan. Mr. Allen. Mr. Allen. Here we are. Ooh. There we go. So now we have an order from Jennifer. Yeah, 12 packs of the DBZ mangas. You got it, Miss Jen. How are you? So 12 of these. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me go grab a fresh box. You're going to get a fresh box of these. Do I have one laying nearby? I do not. So we're going to go grab a fresh box now. I'll be right back. Miss Jen. Jennifer, yeah. Jennifer, yeah. Dragon Ball cards are suddenly serious business. All right, here it is. Ooh. All right. Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Boop. Good. Ooh, that coin should be listed for sale. Do you have all of an issue? Do you all have an issue if I buy the trade card? Been here a long time. Here it is. So there's one person in here, just Oscar Resendez. I mean, I could probably transfer him to a different card. I don't think Shelter is one of those cards that people get hyper possessive over. Feel free to buy it. I'll transfer him to a new trade slab, and I'll try to pick one that's actually very similar, in fact. We are. I don't think he's super possessive over Shelter. All right. Good. Ooh. We've got Crazy Hairdo Guy. Now tell me about these hollows, Jen. What do you think about them? I consider these bulk. What do you think about them? Do you think they hold any kind of value? I try to pick out the ones that have like a coloration to them, you know, from the bulk. Here's Majin Buu. Like, he's a rare. Here's like this one right here. I like the way that one looks. And this guy's a rare. Boop. Here's the Majin Buu. Boop. Cool, I sent shipping for the slabs I bought. Thanks, mister. Sounds good. All right. All right, there's him again, being all chubby, being a Chubinski. Oh, look at that. That's going to be an SR, so that's like an actual hit, super rare or something. All right, that guy looks pretty smug. Let's see. Android. Ah, there we are. So whatever this is, I don't even know what it is. It's kind of energy card, right? All right, here's this guy, Vegeta. Those are the marker cards. Marker cards, I see that right there. There are 3 options on the website: in stock, out of stock, and on back order. Ooh, back order. Maybe back order means coming soon, sort of. It's not a very good term, is it? On back order. All right. Let's see. Here's the turtle. Here's the android. Boop. And booping this as well. Oh, here we go. We got a red card back here. What do we got? Oh, yeah. R-Star. Lovely. So those are those android characters again, I'm pretty sure. Here's... So you pull 1 star card out of there. That's good. Now, I was getting a little worried about you because you're going pretty deep there. So you're 12 packs deep. 1 star card. Here's the turtle again. And last but not least, The pig. Here's Majin Buu. Oh, yeah. Unless we change the image with the coming soon marker, it's just more work. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I think it's pretty simple to just mark it out of stock. Then when it arrives, I'll just bump it back into not out of stock. All right, lovely round. Look at all this, guys. Beautiful. So all those cards, but really this is the card we're after right here, the star card. And then I grab all these actual nice looking ones with the coloring. They look better than the rare card, which is kind of fascinating. A lot of these rare cards. And this one's got kind of a golden border. Here we are. And you said this was a marker card, huh? So let's see. Golden border means SR. So yeah, a couple SRs. Cool, 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 cool beans. Ooh, lovely. There you have it. Let's go ahead and toss these in your bag. Nice hit. Okay. All right. It's pretty remarkable what's happening in the Dragon Ball market right now. It's a big change for Dragon Ball. Just rapid demand returning to Dragon Ball. First One Piece, now Dragon Ball. It's kind of crazy. How is One Piece doing? You know, I was thinking about putting those OP5s up for sale again. Mr. LaFlame was not amused when I took them back down, didn't I? He was like, hey, you should sell those. And I was like, I don't know if I want to, because I don't know where they're going in price. Let's see how those OP5s are doing, actually. One Piece OP5 English booster box. I'm just curious. Do you carry Gundam? We have a little bit of Gundam. Is it still in the menu? Okay, we're looking for one that's actually in the United States. Here it is. Here's one in the United States. And wow. Yeah. So according to this, I would probably start to sell the OP5s now for $75. Ours comes straight from a case. And no hits at all have been pulled from that case. Not even one hit. OP1 English case. Let's see what that's... Or OP5 English case. Let's see what that's selling for these days. What a strangely lucky purchase that was. It was just a gut feeling again. I have a good gut for this, man. I had a gut feeling before the huge wave came in for One Piece cards, before the huge price change occurred. I picked up more OP13 English and an extra case of OP5. And I just have a sensitive, like, intuition, I guess is the right word. I have an intuition. Let's see. Is it 24? No, it's not 24, is it? How many boxes are in an actual? It's 288 divided by 24. So it's 12 boxes in a case. So if these were coming straight out of a sealed case, yeah, the case price would be a little higher than the individual box price. So a case price for a box is more like $1,500. That's wild, dude. I don't know what to say about that. I don't know what to say about that. That is nuts. So if you're pulling packs out of a case and we know nothing's come out of it, we're doing $1,500 for those, you know, plus taxes. So there it is, $75. Yep, my brain already knows just from doing this for a while. All right, I was just doing the math there. So now we have Mr. Wildbeer, PRB2. You got it, man. One box of PRB2. Let me go get you a fresh box. I'll be right back. All right, here we are. Well, so I said for the longest time, the OP was a good hold. Yeah. Well, I was saying that too. That's why I have two sealed cases. Well, not sealed cases. One is sealed, the other's opened. All right, you ready? There we go. Oh, yeah. That's crazy. What if we did an $1,800 booster box break? 1,800 divided by 40. That'd be 45 spots. I just don't think we have enough people for that. I think you're better off opening the box up and selling the individual packs at that point. Okay, here goes. All right. My Japanese EB3 case has already doubled in price. That's crazy. Here we are. Okay. Yeah, EB3. Crazy stuff, man. I don't know what to think about it all. Ooh. I think when it comes to EB3 and OP13, my concern is definitely reprinting. But I don't know if they will. We'll have to see what they do. How do they respond to this insane demand? I think they have to respond to it, or else it's actually going to go much higher from here, because cards are just that crazy. There's no cap on them. They're like crypto in a way, where it's just sort of like people do not have any kind of like, there's no fundamentals. It's pure desire. The price could be anything at all. Just whatever people want to pay for it. Wish me luck. I'm wishing you luck. This is a whole box of OP PRB2. Oh, we got Sable back here. Here we are. Boop. And here's the gigantic mermaid woman. Satoshi. That's not her name. Here's the whale. There you go. Now that's Kobe, right? That's Kobe, and he's an EB4, which I've not ordered, but I should order it. Shops are selling English EB3 boxes weeks early for $600 or more. That's crazy. Here's Trafalgar Law. Here's Sabo. Look at that Sabo. All right. Oh, Golden Punk Records Dawn card. Take a look at that. Ooh, very nice. Okay. Here's the Bones guy, whose story I can't remember now because it's faded from my memory already. Shanks. Aha, Shanks. All right, lovely. So you're left with a bunch of these hollows here, and then here are your SRs and your hits. We have the Golden Records, Kobe, and Sabo. That's your box, okay? I can't hear XD. It's okay. I'm thinking out loud. There we go. Ooh. What do you think of that, Mr. Waldbeer? Appreciate the order, by the way. All right. I'll grab your bag. Wildbeer, I think it's time that you're going to have 2 bags. There we are. You know, this product is selling through pretty fast, isn't it? I think it's a time for price adjustment on this, or price check. We noticed the OP5 had changed, huh? PRB2. It's actually pretty bizarre how fast one piece changed, but I don't know if this changed that much. Might be fine. There it is. All right, lovely. One more, haha. All right, look at that. How much is the 2 white hands on the stream? These hands? I don't know how much you got. There we go. That's a great question. They're up for auction. All right, we're doing a price check. First of all, let's check the queue. Okay. Ordered 0 minutes ago. Let me check PRB2, though. It looks fine. All right, sounds good, man. So PRB2's coming right up for you, but it's not your turn yet. It is Kayla Taylor's turn. She's going to say 2 Fortnite packs. Here you go, Miss Kayla. Yeah, Fortnite is just popular. That's all it is. 2 Fortnites. It's been a strange month for me. It's been a very strange month. Everything's been moving so fast, I can't keep up with it all. First One Piece, then Dragon Ball. Even Pokemon, man. Pokemon just kind of being like this crazy, insane thing. Ooh, sorry about that. Bumped the table there. All right. Oh, look at how the packs changed the color of the camera. So, Miss Kayla, are you ready? Here it goes. Oh, there you are. Ask and you'll receive. You've got this epic outfit. It's called Aerobic Assassin. Look at that. What? So cute. No Gundam on your list and secret menu. Oh, really? That's interesting. You know, I've got some vintage Gundam I'd like to offer for sale. I've got too much of it to grade, and I was thinking about just selling it as sort of like a random play. Nah, we did that before. No, I don't think that's smart. Let's go. I got a holo. Yeah, the holos are pretty hard to pull, actually. So you did a good job here. Let's check this second pack. You did a good job. I was going to say you did good. And then my brain swapped between that and you did a good job. Let's see. This guy and this girl. All right, no holo in pack number 2. Can't wait for the Sydney Sweeney Gundam movie. Dude, I heard Sydney Sweeney was doing like lingerie, which I didn't need to know. But then I saw her in the lingerie and I was like, all right, this is important information. I'm just kidding. We are. All right. Very nice. There's a lot of pretty people in the world. How does somebody like her become so famous? I don't understand it. How does she in particular become so famous? Because there's so many attractive people. Is it really just the boob size? I'm not a large boob kind of guy. There we go. Doesn't work on me. The large boobies. There we are. All right. Boobies. Yeah, I think it might have just been the boobies. I'm not sure. We're jumping back over here to the website. Website's turn. She's an OF model in the show. Oh. Next up, we have Jake Chickering. Jake says, use payment from before for 2 prismatic packs. Use this payment shipment. All right, so give me a second here. Use payment from before. Keep change, add to my shipping. So one of your orders did not fully go through, Mr. Jake? I see you bought a Pikachu. And then over here it says use payment from before for 2 prismatic packs. Use this payment for shipping. I'm very confused. What's going on here, Mr. Jake? So Jake, I received $13 from you. And then one order that didn't go through. And then you said use the payment from before for 2 prismatics. Now, are you trying to cancel a break you were in? Is that what you mean? I'll make sure I understand what you want. Wait, your previous order wasn't for a break. It was for the Pikachu slab. Yeah, it's not even for a break. He said that. Let's see. Let's try to get into PayPal. Maybe PayPal will explain it or something. Scoopy-doopy-doo-doo. That was for the trade slab. Oh, you don't get it. The trade slab is a $5 break. It's a $30 slab in total. So you would need to send $30 for this. This is not a $5 slab. Let me look at it this again. That was for the trade slab. You sent $13. Use payment from before for 2 prismatic packs. Use this payment for shipping. I'm still very confused, actually. So this guy's actually $30. He's not $5. And so what I have from you, according to the website, I have $13 to do whatever you'd like with. And nothing more than that, because the other order is not through. This will say 13. So take a look at that other order, the $22 order. The $22 order did not go through. There we go. He says, huh? There might be a little confusion here, Jake. What might have happened is you might have tried to place a $22 order, but that order didn't actually go through on my side. Okay, let's see. Let me try searching for Jake Chickering in PayPal. All right, so for Jake, we have the $13 order. Oh, okay, hold on, wait a second. So it looks like you then placed another order not on the website. Oh, I see. Okay, you had me totally confused, Jacob. What confused me was that you used the website for one order, and then you did a second order that was a direct order through PayPal. Okay. To figure this out, I had to go back to the queue and reload the PayPal queue. That's how I figured it out. Okay. So you had $13 from one order and $45 from another order. This comes out to $58. That's what you have. You have $58, Jacob. 58. So we can use that 58 to certainly buy the shelter. Okay, the shelter's yours now. Okay, that's now yours. So the shelter has been purchased. That leaves you with 28. Now you have $28. You only need 9 for shipping. So that leaves you with about 19 bucks left over to do whatever you want with. Just send shipping, keep the rest. No problem, man. So are you saying you do want the shelter though, right? So you're left with $28, and let me create the next trade slab real fast. So the next trade slab can be something similar to, maybe something similar to that shelter. Ooh, wasn't there a Squirtle? Yeah, here we go. So he's kind of similar, $30 vintage. Pop him in there. All right, toss that away. So Jacob, you'll be left with 19 leftover dollars. And we'll ship you out, okay? Sound good? This is the next trade slab, everybody. It's kind of funny because it's the same as the lightning slab. Oh, wait, this should say 1 in 5. There it goes. Keep money. Love ya. You can donate $19 if you're trying to be very sexy cool to me. But you know, that's a decent chunk of money. You can also just use that for like Pokey Shuffle, something fun like that. You're welcome to just do that. It's not a problem. I just had a moment where I got a little confused. I'm not the sharpest tool. So that's the trade slab. We're going to say 1 in there. Okay, 1 in there. Speaking of which, if you guys have been paying attention, we've got, where'd the lightning break go? There it is. Just like that. Cool. 2 Squirtles. He says, for you. All right, I'll do it. I'm going to write you down as the first guy to make a donation on February. So this will be the February. Can you guys believe it's already February? That's right. You're 1 month completed with the year 2026. Your life is over, guys. It's not going to last that long. The years are flying now. You better hold on to your butt cheeks because in 2 seconds, we'll be dust in the wind. So we're going to put you down for $19. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. That's pretty cool. Okay, now the shipping part has to be done, though. First of all, let's go looking for your bag. You might have a bag. It would be over here if you did. Jacob Woodwork. Jacob Nemechek. Music. Dunn. Jacob Dunn. I had a teacher whose last name was Dunn, and he was such a bad teacher, man. He was terrible. He definitely did not like his job. And then he got fired in the middle of the semester. And then the head of the mathematics department finished the course. Pretty cool. Let's see, Jared. Jared's got a lot. Just slabs, huh? Okay, you got it, man. So I'll go make a label real fast. His name was something Dunn, and the other guy's name was Golik, because he was Eastern European. He had a nice accent, and he dressed it like he was Eastern European. Oops. Whew. Okay, we're just waiting for it to calculate for a price on this label. What a busy stream! We've had such a busy stream, man. This has been one heck of a busy stream. I'm telling you. All right, here we go. There we go. Now, today was Monday, and Miss Alexis didn't come in because she's feeling a little feverish, I think. There we go. I think she said her daughter was feeling a little feverish. So there hasn't been any shipping today, and I'm tempted to do the shipping myself. Let's see. All that seems fine. I think we're all caught up. It's 8 p.m. We went over the stream time by about 30 minutes today, but that's okay because we started about 30 minutes late. It is time for me to wrap up. Here are my thoughts. Ancient Origins, mega close. We have no one-piece box break going on anymore. We do have a one-piece slab break, this Nami. She's 4 spots away. But there's no one-piece box break. So now we're wondering, what's the optimal box break for everybody? What's the break that'll make everybody the most happy? It's reasonable. You know. There you go. And then, what about the next Pokemon box break? So we did celebrations. It was a bit of fun. I actually think it was a cool break. It ended pretty fast. Might be time to do another, like, Brilliant Stars kind of box break now. You know, we did Darkness Ablaze. Might be time to do Brilliant Stars. And then, tossing this. Let me think about what else. You've got the Jumbo Pack breaks, half full. The binder breaks started. I think that's it. I think we're just waiting for, like, Squirtle to go off. Squirtle and... Ooh, Arcanine. We're doing our rotation on the slabs. Yeah, right. So we're having a lot of slab rotations. I think we're almost done with the M's. Let me try and pull some M's out of the box real fast. Because once the M's are done, is this it? Oh, the M's are done. Oh, nice. Okay, so then it's time for the last box. It's time for the R's. R to Z. So we got R to Z's, and it's time to start this rotation. After that, it turns into the 9s and lower rotation, and then it whips back to the expensive slabs, and then it whips back to the consignment. There we are. So we keep things moving over here. Look at that. You think that's gotten more expensive over time? I think it has. So it's time for that rotation in the R box. Wow, the LM box is almost empty. I feel like that means we should probably do LMNOPQR. I feel like, yeah, our slabs should probably go into the LMQ box so that it's not overly filled. Yeah, that box is really empty. I'm going to add that letter to it. QR. And then we're going to remove R from over here and start it at S. Cool. So we're balancing the boxes a little bit, rebalancing them. Lovely slabs in here. Oddish for 420. We're all ready for 420. How about Valentine's Day? Are you guys ready for Valentine's Day? Sometimes we have some fun Valentine's Day like games or something. Did you get my PayPal payment? Oh, right, Wild Beer. We got to get your second box. My bad, dude. I'm making you wait. Wild Beer, forgive me. Let me go get that for you right away. It's Wild Beer's turn, everybody. He's got a whole box of PRB2. Hey, maybe you get lucky and pull a manga out of here. Ouch. Oh, my poor finger. What the hell? Just stabbed it really bad. All right. Be right back. So here we are. Haha. Set that there. Hopefully the manga was not in the other box. You never know. One whole box. PRB2. So we're wrapping up here, guys. We had a very busy Monday stream. There it is. The daytime stream ran for 3 hours, and this one ran for almost 3 hours. Just about 15 minutes short. So plenty of stream time today. Card collecting, it's really a heated, popular subject right now. This is one of the things people love to do. There we go. All right. Oh, here's Sebo. Ooh. Nice. I'd love to play Pokemon Red on the Switch. Yeah, me too. That would be awesome, man. I'd even pay $40 for it. I'd download it for $40 if they let me. I don't care. My money's going to the Pokemon company. I don't care. There you go. They're not going to do that. They're gonna sell you some kind of like Pokemon Black and White remake or something like that. That's what we're getting. Oh, lovely, Miss Boa. That's a textured full art, right? Yes, it is. All right, Boa. Don't remind me of Valentine's Day. Why? Is that a bad day? Lonely Hearts Day? It is. All right. Here's Luffy. He's my favorite Pokemon. Monkey D. Luffy. Do you think card collecting will last for 10 years? Yeah, I think the spirit of it will last. I think it's in our human nature to want to trade things. And who knows? This may just be the beginning of it. This may be the spark of it because, you know, it's like asking if I think that something like the Grand Exchange in RuneScape is fun and that humans want to play the Grand Exchange in RuneScape. The answer is yes. Humans really enjoy playing around with markets, trying to make predictions. They really enjoy trading, buying, selling, trading. It's not just about collecting itself. It's about working on something, you know, being productive. It sort of falls under, I think, a human biological evolved behavior called resource gathering or maybe hunting, you know. So people aren't going to lose that feeling. And trading cards were sort of inevitable. They're fine art, except it fits in your hand. It's very easy to do. It's accessible. Now it's accessible to the average consumer, to the average person, middle class America. So before, you couldn't really participate in fine art trading because that was for rich people to collect like Mona Lisa and they hung it up on their wall. You had to have like a home where you could hang it up, you know. Now, cards, they fit discreetly in your pocket, and they're small, and they can fit in a box in your bedroom or your video game shelf. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. I don't really see this going anywhere. You might see more Labubu type products in the future. Labubu kind of gives a peek into what it would be like if there were more loot box gambling RNG products that weren't just strictly cardboard. So I think you could see another Labubu rise up. All right, that was for you, Mr. Waldbeard. No manga this time. I'm sorry, man. Let me make sure I pull it all. We got 1, 2, and 3. Lovely. Obviously, One Piece is done very well. I think there's a lot of other card brands that have the ability to do very well, and just a matter of elevating their artworks to a higher and higher degree until people look at it and go, wow, I want to spend money on that. I want to own that, you know? So it is really a product for the senses. And if you don't make it right, people won't spend the money. Like, take Final Fantasy, for example. When Magic the Gathering released Final Fantasy, it just went wild. But that's because Magic the Gathering really made a nice-looking set. That's why. And I feel like Final Fantasy, they own Opus. They own Final Fantasy Opus, but they're not really working on it as hard, I feel. Like, I don't think that they're making artworks that are quite as good. All right, real fast. Let's see. All right, so give me a second. We have a Victor Kokiko where he says 3 packs of the Ascended Heroes. Let me get that for you, Mr. Victor Kokiko. All right, 3 Ascended Heroes. You ready? All right. Hopefully more of these show up tomorrow. This was all that showed up today. We have a very limited supply of Ascended Heroes. Good luck in there, Victor. Maybe Gengar pops out. Numel, Tapu Koko, Totodile, Darmanitan, Totodile's cute, and Entei Stunfisk, Lunatone. I'm sorry, man. No luck in there. You have a nice packet of hollows here, Mr. Victor, but that's it. Unlucky round. Sorry for the late join. Let's go ahead and service it. Let's take care of it real fast. But then after that, we'll hop off for the night. We'll hop off for the night. So, Victor, wait, you would be up here, wouldn't you? Yeah, there's an actual V-Box. Victor Kokiko, welcome back, man. Here it is. All right. I think we order from you because we care a lot about you, mister. That's why we show up for your streams. Oh, that's very nice, man. Yeah, I guess it's weird. I spend so much time on here. There's a certain familiarity to even, like, the room, you know what I mean? Like, so like I'm in here with you guys and there's so many people here that I recognize that it almost makes like a feeling. Here it is. I don't want to say like home, but like a place you go to, like a coffee shop that you go to frequently. So there's a certain atmosphere that's been developed over not a small amount of time. Like you can't just make this up in 2 days. There's an actual feeling, like a institutional feeling. That's what it is. And I'm not like a quote unquote institution, but it's like it occupies a space in your mind. That's what it is. It definitely occupies a space in my mind. For me, this is like swimming almost. Like I swim every day or I drown. I don't think I could take a break from doing this. It just wouldn't work like mentally for me almost, you know. So I have to come in and get this done or else there's been this huge disturbance in the force. So I show up every day, and we host a very similar feeling event every day, and so there's this sort of consistency to it that feels very good. And then we get very familiar faces in here, and it's just a good feeling, like a bar or a coffee shop, or in this case, it's a Pokemon card shop. Here's Mr. Shanks. All right, very nice. Here's Mr. Blackbeard. All right. It's like Cheers. Everybody knows. Or how's that song go? I can't remember. Do 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 do. I don't remember the Cheers song very well. That's an old one, man. Cheers would play, and then I'd be like, all right, time to turn the TV off. So Trafalgar Law popping out there. This is Eustace Kid. We appreciate you, mister. Well, I appreciate you guys, too, by the way. I get to do a cool job. It's very time-consuming, but at the same time, there's definitely a cool feeling to it. And I think I fit the role well. It has a very familiar feeling to it that I had growing up. I was like an oldest brother, right? I was the oldest brother. I had 2 older sisters. And I had this feeling as a kid where I was constantly in charge of a very large group of kids because I had so many siblings, right? 11 brothers and sisters. And increasingly, as I got older, that was like my full-time job at home, was, you know, because my sisters started getting real jobs, like Home Depot management. And, you know, of course, my oldest sister, she got married and moved out. So eventually there's this point in my life where I'm in charge of a lot of kids every single day. And so you sort of develop, it sounds strange, but you develop a sort of oldest brother personality type, I think. You have to. You basically have to, because, you know, if you don't have it, you're just going to get eaten up by these kids. You know, they're not going to listen to you. And when I left home to kind of do my own thing, I end up taking roles kind of like that in life over and over and over again. Here's, the whale. We've got, is this Sanji? I can't tell who this is, actually. Looks like Sanji. There we go. That's a very cute alt art. Pretty sure that's Sanji. Here we go. Here's the whale. All right. So I definitely have the older brother personality type. If you can't tell by now, I got the older brother personality type, which means I'm not as funny as I could be. I'm not as lighthearted, perhaps, as I could be, but I'm very responsible. So there's a benefit to that. Like a boring manager. I'm like Benson. That's my dynamic. I'm like Benson from Regular Show. And Alexis can be Rigby. We are, all right. There we are. Let's see. Ooh. I like this Luffy SR. That's a nice card. Oh, I missed this. So, okay, there's your Dawn card. And Trafalgar Law. You know, I think your very first box was the best one, and it got tougher each box later. All right, let's get you into another baggie. I think we're going to break out the third baggie for you here, Wild Beer. All right. I miss the stories of the family like when you worked at Coca-Cola. Yeah, you're saying you missed them like you want to hear them again, or like you weren't here to hear them? I don't know what you meant by that. Ooh, PSA might have just charged me money. It says PSA invoice. All right. Mordecai and Rigby, get back to work or you're fired. Yeah. I was basically Mordecai. Think about it. 11 kids. Oldest sisters are out. They got real jobs. And so it's just me. And then there would be like 8 children beneath me who I'm in charge of for extended periods of time because my dad's out. He goes out of town for his job. So he's gone for like weeks because of his very particular job. His job was traveling. And my mom, she had all these errands to run all the time. And so you're just constantly in charge of all the kids. And it's just you sort of become Benson. You don't really have a choice. You sort of become Benson because that's how the kids behave, you know? Like, kids don't respond to, you guys should clean up because then everything would be orderly. Why did I write down Victor Coquiko? Sorry about that. Let me write down Wald Beer. Kids don't respond to that. They respond to sort of like, get back to work. Here it is. All right. Or when you worked for your dad with the wood company. Yeah. So we were in pretty dire straits financially as a family in the 1990s. We never received a dollar of welfare. It never happened. My parents were very proud. They were against the idea of it even. And so 11 kids, and at some point, you know, there's 8 kids, then there's 9 kids, then there's 10 kids, right? So as you're leading up to the top number, you're out of money. I mean, we were pretty much broke already at like 6 kids. There was just no money. And yet they just kept having kids. They were like Catholic, you know? So it was a Catholic thing. You weren't allowed to use contraceptives. It was a mortal sin. And my mom was very religious, and she took that all very seriously. She's like, we will go to hell. So, you know, and then my dad, he was a very sexual guy. You know, he was just a lot of sexual energy, I guess. So a lot of kids over time, and there's this dangerous moment where it's like you could tell my parents were really starting to panic. There just wasn't enough money. My dad thought that he would sell wood-turned items like pens, knife handles, maybe bowls, vases, and that failed. He thought that that could be a business, a side job to earn money, and that failed. And as he was selling his leftover pieces of wood on this new website, it was new back then, on this new website called eBay, he ran into this surprising discovery that the wood scraps were selling for more than he bought them for. It turned out there was no one on the internet supplying these rare woods on a website like eBay. And we were living next to one of the largest importers of woods from around the world. We didn't know that. He imports specialty woods and sells them to like, you know, like legitimate businesses like luthiers or like flooring companies. So there's this massive wood importer right in St. Louis, and nobody on the internet selling these imported woods. And so all of a sudden he starts selling, you know, he was pulling junk out of the guy's dumpster. We were dumpster diving for leftover wood scraps and selling it at massive profits on eBay. That was the beginning of it. Then I learned eBay. I learned internet selling. I learned internet selling the minute it started. eBay had just started. It was like a year old, and I was already learning how to do eBay selling. But just the idea of, you know, e-commerce, I learned all of that at home, and we were selling as much as we could in desperation to keep up with, you know, our failing mortgage payments and failing food bills. We had a very high food bill because there were so many kids. There was just no way in diapers. There was always like 3 kids. just running through diapers at the same time, simultaneously. So it was quite aggressive, the cost of having so many children. And my dad would wake up at 6 a.m. And I've said this before, he never complained. And that sticks with me as an adult. He never complained about it. So you don't recognize that as a kid because you didn't know that that's not normal. He never complained. He'd wake up at 6 a.m. and he would work till he'd come home at like 3 p.m., 2 p.m., whatever it was. Normal 9 to 5, right? He had a respectable job. But then he was stripped down into these like whitey-tighties with like these tiny little red shorts. That's it. He wouldn't wear even one more piece of clothing. He was like almost naked. And he'd go out into the garage. We had all these pull-out saws. They were on these big industrial tables. And we owned some really serious saws for cutting wood. And so from that time forward, from 3 p.m. to like midnight, he would be chopping wood, taking pictures, and listing on eBay. And then my job was to ship it all out as it sold. So I was the shipper. But also, if I had leftover time, my job was sales. So I had to sell, once all the shipping was done, I also cut wood and I also listed it online. And that was it for me. I just dropped out of homeschooling, which was a joke anyways. It was basically religious indoctrination, the homeschooling was. You just learned more religion. I didn't learn anything important in homeschool at all. And then, so I just basically completely dropped out during the high school years. I didn't do any school at all. And I just sold wood all day on eBay. Well, guess what? That ends up being the most valuable skill in the world. Now I sell Pokemon cards and it's super easy. And I started doing it before anyone else because I already knew how to do it. I already knew e-commerce. So this sort of tragic, sort of bad situation at home becomes this clever skill later in life. And I'm college educated. I got 2 degrees now, totally meaningless degrees. They don't help one bit with what I'm doing here. All I needed was that education of how to run a home business. And some of the most important things of all that you learn is you just have to get up and start doing something that you've never done before. That's it. That's the trick to it. That's the secret formula to success that so many people can't figure it out. If you do the same thing tomorrow that you're doing today, you never get rich. That's it. You actually have to do something you've never done. So it's like one day I didn't know how to encapsulate cards. And then one day we're encapsulating TheCardconomist cards. And I knew I could do it for the same reason I saw my dad build a setup on selling wood. You can just figure out how to do it, but you have to go figure it out somehow. You just have to do something very different for a day. So Nike has a great slogan. Nike's slogan is "Do It." That's true for all of you guys right now. If you're making $30,000 a year and you want to make $70,000 a year, then tomorrow you have to do something, something that's different from your regular routine. You have to go apply for a job you've never applied for, or analyze what kind of work you'd like to get into and what the pathway to that job is, or decide what kind of business you'd like to get into, if you want to start your own business from scratch or something. But you can't do the same thing every day. You have to be like this weird experimenter. You have to be like a pirate. You have to be like a trailblazer. It's just something weird. You just have to get up and suddenly do something that you've never done before, and that's it. So if you're into routine, you'll never be wealthy. Ever. You always have to experiment. And I learned that very rapidly as a kid. It was the luckiest part of my very bad childhood. It was not a good childhood despite all this. If I make it sound nice, being successful later in life is nice, but it did not make up for having a tough childhood. All right. So I'm going to hop off now, guys. It's 8:21. Thanks for listening to my sob story. I'm going to go hop off and have a nice time now. We'll be back for the Tuesday morning stream. I'll see you guys there. And I think we'll be able to set up some new breaks even. So we're ready for new breaks. And maybe we'll get something crazy in the mail. You never know. See you later, guys. I'm hopping off. See you later, everybody.